What's up, guys? Just a reminder that tonight in the Brain Trust, we've got a little special write-up from M-Stack. He made a nice run in the Madden Challenge. You guys supported him, and he wanted to support us with a little Kansas City scheme from the Gun Bunch. So the plays he used in that tournament, I've got write-ups coming to your email after the show tonight. So if you subscribe during the show, or you're already subbed, you have already seen his Kansas City run offense. We're also going to do some plays tonight, so you'll have a pretty nice Kansas City offense, and you can go along with your Titans offense. We're putting together some serious stuff in the Brain Trust. So if you sub on YouTube tomorrow, just email me at any time. ZFarls at MaddenTips.com will get you set up in the Brain Trust. All of our other content, from the old stuff, from Gibbs 335 Odd D to Zan's QB Sneak D, to everything we've put out this year will all be in the email. So send it over, and we look forward to seeing you tonight on This Week in Madden. What is up, gamers, and welcome back to another exciting edition of This Week in Madden Show 179. That's a lot of shows. That's what we say. Hopefully you guys can hear us all pretty well out there. Let me know in the chat. We have a big show planned for you guys tonight. Let's take a look over here at the game. What are we going to be looking at? Well, we're going to be looking at the Kansas City offense. We're going to be talking about pass defense. We'll run you through the Madden Challenge, what we thought, what we see coming forward, and we've got some special tips from SGibs about picking up pressure, so we'll be going with that. Gibbs is the guy next to me. He's rocking the bright shirt, and
let's go.
Let's jump right into game. So we're going to get this camera set up, and here's the plan on the left here, the left side of the show.
Before we get started, can we shout out oldie but a goodie? We got Ryan Dykes in the house. And Chiefs fans. Is it a coincidence that he came here because M-Stack is putting the Chief offense in the Brain Trust, and then Chief fans has the nerve to show up? I think he's here because he thinks that the Chiefs are going to beat the Patriots this Saturday.
I think that's exactly why he's here. I think Ryan Dykes emerged after a Seahawks win, which they skated by, and that's why people are showing up. It's playoff times here. The Super Bowl is another time when we all like to rejoice in Madden. That's another ramp-up level that we're about to take this thing to, so make sure to follow the channel below, and you'll always know when we go live. We're going to jump into game and some tips here. Gibbs, first things first, let's just jump into the Madden Challenge real quick.
Yep.
So we saw the results come in from California. We realize you've got some big players making it. My selection from PS4, Skimbo, has made it. He made it with a flawless record. He scored 86 points and he only let up 42 in this play, which with some ballers in the group. Now, how is he going to have to transition from Xbox to, or he's going from PS4, now he's going to have to play on Xbox, I believe. How will that change things?
It's more of a like a mental thing. Like the actual physical controller, like the layouts are all very similar. So it's something that he's going to have to just kind of overcome. Anyone that's going from PS4 to Xbox One, you have to have the mindset of the PS4 switch is not going to prevent me from winning this tournament. Like
right.
if you go into it thinking, oh, like I'm at a disadvantage because I'm playing on PS4, and then I have to play on Xbox One, you're already lost.
I think the biggest excuse people use is there's a little bit of kicking. There's a little bit of the X button is the X button, where you're used to seeing the X button, and it's actually the square button on PlayStation. So some people, that can, in a heat of a battle, can mess them up. Not all the time, but sometimes that happens. Shout out to M-Stack for stopping by. As we mentioned, you've got the Brain Trust stuff coming in tonight. Who else do you like from these? It was a serious tiebreaker between Drag, Bugs, and those guys. Of course, Madden Daily, they're sending a representative. Lights Out made it from the Xbox side. Put on a
Relax
show
and take notes
in the group stage here. And then you see Secret Battle back, but couldn't ultimately get back in. Evil Ken made it to the group stage, ran into some tough luck there. We got Sherm Sticky making it back in. Anybody here that captures your attention?
Obviously you got to watch out for Sherm Sticky. You know that he's a Madden veteran, a Madden legend from the past.
Yes.
Madden Nation Season 1. So if anyone wants to learn a little bit about who Sherm Sticky is as a Madden player, you go check him out on Madden Nation Season 1. Look it up on YouTube. He's there. But also, you got to really respect Lights Out Madden Daily. Right now, he is my front runner for this whole next group stage next Friday in Burbank, California. We'll be there. We will be there. You're going to see our ugly mugs casting those games.
We've talked a lot about how Lights Out, he's traveled the East Coast always. He's always at events that we're at. He's always grinding. He's always, this difference that separates these, in my opinion, the muck guys, newer guys that know a lot about the game, is Lights always labs with extremely tough players. So he's always competing against the best. And now you see guys, you saw M-Stack make a little run, he's labbing with really good players too, guys that are all in the challenge. So do the smart thing. That's why we have the brain trust, things like that, where you can go find players that are playing at a higher level. It's okay to lose. You want to play those games against the best players. It's where you're going to learn the most. And I feel that a big part of that is Sherm Sticky can always go back to his core of players that played. They're always playing at a high level. Somebody's always got something. People get on the phone as soon as they hear that there's a big tournament going on. They want that prestige. They want that limelight. They want to get back into it. They instantly are connected with a network of these players that have been playing for years.
Yes.
And that's something that if you're new to the community, you want to work your way into because you're going to improve your game.
So there was once a famous man. I'm not exactly sure who it was, but he said something along the lines of, it's not about what you know, it's about knowing the right people that know the information you need. Now, with the internet, that makes things a lot easier, right? So I think it might have been Henry Ford, I think the car guy, right? So you don't necessarily need to know all the best Madden plays on the planet. You just need to know where to find them. And then from there, you can learn and become a better player. So that's exactly what Farls is talking about when it comes to the brain trust. You got a lot of great minds in there, a lot of great players in there. So always great content coming into the brain trust to our subs on this channel.
All right, so Madden Challenge next Friday. If you guys have thoughts on it, tweet it to us. We're at Madden Bible, at SGibs7. You can send us your questions for the show tonight. You can also use the hashtag Madden Challenge. We'll answer some questions about that. We're looking forward to more chatter about that. And we talked about it on the Muckcast last Saturday. We had an emergency Muckcast only to talk Madden Challenge. We had RG in the house, a respected tournament player. He gave us some insight about the lights, about if you're a newer guy, how you can get into it. And that was really helpful, I think. So we're going to jump into the mailbag and take the first question of the night. It's the theme of this show, Gibbs. What are key truths about pass defense? I have 3 truths that I always believe every year to be true. So I always start with these in my mind, and then I work around them because I can't change these facts.
Yep.
Number 1 is that every type of zone defense can be beat.
Fact.
Number 2 is that man loses versus certain routes almost all the time.
Fact, with a asterisk that says based upon man coverage route running ratings.
Yes. Lastly, blitzing limits time. However, it reduces your coverage.
Fact.
So what can we take away from general pass defense when we now learn that every zone combo can be beat, man, it always loses versus certain routes, generally, and blitzing is going to limit time but reduce your coverage? What combination do you want to use in your pass defense to create these things in your favor?
Well, you got to immediately, my mind immediately goes to the blitzing scenario that you gave us. So what I've always believed in, and I've kind of tailed away a little bit this year, just based on how coverage works in this year's game, but then now I'm kind of going back to the aggressive style, is that in third and long situations, you don't want to give your opponent any time in the pocket to make a read. You want to send the house, send the noise, the kitchen sink, send your best blitz at your opponent, and don't give them time in the pocket to let a guy get open and get free downfield. You know they're going to throw downfield.
Yeah,
and that's what ends up happening. Because here, let's talk about this, for example, right? The strength of this defense is not the deep secondary, right? The strength of the defense you see on the field right now is protecting the middle to short part of the field. Well, on first down, people come out and they're not necessarily thinking, I got to go downfield. I have to target everything downfield. They might be thinking, I need to get 4 or 5 yards. So where their mind is set in terms of where they want to throw the ball is they have the whole field as their oyster, right?
Right.
What ends up happening on third downs, they know that like it's time to go.
Yes.
And they start to immediately think, I must attack downfield. So that's when cover 3 against a 4 vertical passing concept can be very sketchy because your opponent is, whether you want them to or not, they're thinking to go downfield deep. Mm-hmm. And that's when you can get in tough situations if you don't call the appropriate defense, especially Madden 16 with the aggressive catching. You don't want a one-on-one battle against cover 3 and 4 verticals.
Right, you're going to be in trouble if they can fit that in. That's a good job by the safety getting deep, but generally, if you have time to wait there, you're going to be good. Another truth in the passing game that we talked about is Hammer UK is coming in and saying that down and distance affect the route combinations that can be used. So
yes.
If you're looking for intel, your opponent is not going to run stick a 4-yard route combo on 3rd and 15. It would be a very bad decision.
They run around 4. Yeah, right. You're like, yeah, absolutely.
There's limited things they can do, so you need to take that into account. So you talked a little bit about zone coverage right there and blitzing. I'm going to talk about man. So man coverage, when it loses versus certain routes,
yes.
I think people get upset online. They say Conley is, say he just gets matched up against this linebacker one-on-one, right? He's going to win on that cut.
Most likely, yeah.
People consider a route to be
a cheese route.
Yes, that medium level players use it. Not beginners who don't know it, but medium players who just see, oh, this is great in CFM, then they bring it online.
It gets open.
And they win a couple games.
Yep.
So on the cut, potentially, you're going to win that route we've seen a million times. Same thing with corner routes to the tight end, plays like PA scissors, and then you've got this route to the halfback. Generally, you don't want the delayed route, but if you get a fast halfback, you can win against the linebacker. Let's see if we win on this cut. Sharkandrick West, not the guy you want.
Jamie Collins, not matched up against that stud muffin.
So you're not always going to have the man coverage that you want at every part of the position. So what you need to do, and what is a must do to make this truth in your favor, is you have to, anytime you see this formation, and it's a situation where you want to play man, you have to cover A on the cut. You have to help out on A on the cut.
That's your one job.
The next thing, that's your one job. You could drop, say, Hicks into a flat zone to stop the halfback, but now we're getting a little bit
too far
advanced what we want to do. The number one thing you have to do is either be ready to take away the tight end corner or this 4 verticals route. This one's a little deeper than a regular one. Generally, the cut's going to be a little flatter from the A route, but this is what people do use and win pretty well in the cut. Conley's terrible, I believe, at route running.
He's a 4th receiver on the Chiefs who don't score many touchdowns with the receivers.
Until maybe Sunday.
Until Saturday? Maybe Saturday? Yeah.
So you have to user that route and take it away underneath, and then look to drop to another route when you're playing man. If you get beat by this route and you say, I can't, how do I stop this 4 verticals route? I'm playing 2-man under and I keep getting beat. Yes, that is a truth that you are going to get beat. That's the answer to the question.
It's going to keep winning.
Correct.
So
you've got to steer away from that. The other thing with like route combinations in zone coverage.
Great point here.
Curl, flat corner, always going to pretty much beat cover 3.
It's going to beat pretty much every zone defense.
Cover 2, going to get beat deep by 4 verticals, going to be vulnerable in the seam. It's going to open you up to one-on-one catches downfield. So let's see if we can find a good corner route combo to go against cover 3. Or
Y corner will work.
You think Y corner will work?
Yeah, he's got a kind of hot
do a couple hot routes. Okay, so we got Conley again, our boy. We're going to put Avant on the flat, and we're going to streak Macklin. So we'll either end up having Avant if the flat drops deep. We'll end up having Conley if we wait till the corner breaks, or we'll have Macklin deep potentially and always kind of one-on-one. So let's see if we can make this read to the right side.
You had the flat, but
had the flat. Wanted to go the LB.
We need a little deeper of a corner. That's the problem, I guess, with this corner right here is we need a deeper one.
So we'll hit the flat. Looks like we got our throw right there. That's going to work. The play halfback wheel from gun split close, always going to work against you. Corner strike route, always going to beat the C route, always generally going to beat man-to-man pretty successfully. So what ends up happening is you have to know what you're in and then where you're weak. You can't be upset if you call cover 3 and then get beat by a corner. You can't be upset if you call man-to-man and get beat by the 4 verticals route across the middle of the field, because these things are true in almost every year of Madden I can recall.
Yeah.
If you blitz,
every year I've ever played. Yes.
If you blitz, what takes away reads when you blitz is the time the quarterback gets under pressure and sacked.
Yes.
It does reduce your coverage, so if you can't get to his second and third read with adjustments, by blitzing you take away their third read.
Yeah, so that's a good point what you're bringing up there, Farls. So a lot of times you'll see, like, this would be like a blitz you'd show, right?
Yeah.
And it would look something like this, and I would use this guy here. And then a lot of people will say, well, Gibbs, you're giving up the middle of the field wide open down the middle of the seam.
Right.
And I'm not going to disagree with that, but the problem is the time you have in the pocket.
Right.
You don't
Say
have
I was
pass
going to
protection.
streak Avant here.
Right.
And like I didn't want to throw to Conley because
Right.
I knew I needed more time, or you were going to take away Conley, but you couldn't drop to Avant. Avant's my third read. Okay, is West open? No. Is Conley open? No. Okay, I'm going to throw the seam, but I got sacked. So the third read was taken away by the pressure, not by the defensive setup or the user or anything. So that is how you can take that stuff away.
And then the next level there, too, is a great point from Hammer in the chat. Like, if you play an aggressive cover 0 defense where you're blitzing and then use press, that's like the next step, because now you're going to slow down the passing offense even more, which is going to allow your blitz to get in, and again, now it has...
Right, so I want to hit X when he cuts at the 15-yard line, because that should win there. But let's see. No,
You don't have time. You don't even have time.
couldn't do it.
No time.
Couldn't do it. So by mixing in zone and man, what makes that good is this little Avant route is never going to really get open against man coverage. It's just not built for that. It's built
Correct.
for the flat. So if I think it's man. Or excuse me, if I think it's zone and I know I need Avant to make the route combo work, but all of a sudden it's man, well now I have a guy I can't even throw to.
Right.
So,
You really your resort here is to throw the corner route or maybe the streak or
Right.
the West or Wilson
right.
on the cut.
So, but since you're playing man, that you can't get beat on the corner.
On the corner route, correct.
So you've got to be ready either way.
Drags.
And you're working these truths in your favor.
It's like, okay, so you got to watch out for drags, deep crossers like the 4 verticals post,
Right.
corners, speed outs.
Correct.
Those are that's really what you have to watch out for. Slants, quick slants can cause a problem as well.
Totally. So these are the important things to remember about pass defense. If you are setting something up, think about the weaknesses, and then how can you take them away. And if you get beat in zone coverage, there's a reason.
Yeah.
Zone is good, but zone's also terrible. It really depends on what you call, the situation, and the routes used against you.
So I was playing a game last night on our channel here on Madden Tips, and I was trying to call out my reads, my shots before the play would start.
Right.
Reading the secondary, I'm reading the single high safety, and it makes me think cover 3 or cover 1. I see 2 high safeties, corners up. I think cover 2, right? So I'm making my reads, and then I end up being wrong on a couple of those reads. And there's a guy in the chat. His name was Nike's on my feet. So shout out to Nike's on my feet if he's still here. But he started saying he was kind of like, how come you're not getting upset? He was kind of mad at me at first, trolling me at first, but then he was kind of like, well, why aren't you getting upset that your reads are wrong? And I think a lot of what you're saying there is, I think that's part of what I enjoy so much about Madden. That's to me is that's playing the game. I don't necessarily love just going in, running setups, and getting a sack every single time. Yes, that's fun. Yes, I have a great time doing that when that happens. But what I find fun about the game is when you sit down and you look at the defense. Okay, you make the read. Okay, I think it's cover 2 man. I'm going to audible to the play that I know that gives me a good shot to beat man with some slants, some corners, some angles, right, some speed outs. And then I'm going to snap the ball. Oh, it's man. I was right. And then I run to the correct read and I throw the ball to the right receiver. That is what I find enjoyable. And I think that if you guys can take that as a tip and see, okay, how can I incorporate this into the way I play the game? Hopefully maybe you guys can get some more enjoyment out of the game as well. Not get so frustrated when things don't go your way in the game. And if you do get beat, usually when you get beat, when you're making those reads pre-snap, and if you're wrong, you don't necessarily feel as bad because you're like, wow, I got fooled.
Yeah.
And that's just a different way to look at the game entirely. So Appreciate you dudes, though.
Good tip there. We're going to shout out to the chat real quick. We've got C. Gurrell with the resub hype 13th month. That's pretty much Conductor's Club status in my book. C. Gurrell, keep an eye out tonight for a little M-Stack action in your inbox. He's got some Kansas City bunch with some different motions and some different reads that he used in the tournament. He had the Kansas City playbook. So shout out to him and all the subs out there.
Before we get going to our next question, I was going to ask the chat, very important here tonight. Yeah. If you in the chat were to win 1.4 billion MUT coins, what items would you get on your roster? What would your roster look like? Let us know your number one item you go out and get on the MUT market if you won a $1.4 billion Powerball.
What would you
do?
What would you do?
If you won it, not MUT coins in this scenario for you and for ZFarls, what would you do?
In dollars or
MUT coins? In doll hairs.
I get a new co-host. Just kidding, you're priceless. See what I did there? I would get a new studio that I could just leave set up. I'd rehire tech guy.
I would listen. You know what I would really do?
$1 million a year salary for tech guy.
I'd hire a web guy. I'd hire a social guy. I'd hire 5 tech guys. Real talk. I'd buy an endless supply of batteries.
Yes.
I'd just be like, I got a whole drawer.
You'd be able to invent not batteries.
I'd buy a whole drawer of batteries.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome.
That's what's up. Bo Allen's, if they had $1 billion MUT coins. That's what's up. All right, we got more questions coming in. We're going to have a little vote on emotes later, and then we're going to have some fun tonight.
Got a frog in your throat, Farls?
A little bit. Gibbs, what are the downsides of playing a player out of position, specifically outside backer at middle linebacker, and then specifically a corner at safety? How do you feel that matters?
You might see an awareness drop. You see obviously the overall goes down, so a lot of people look at that and say, okay, maybe you have an awareness drop there, but really what I look at it as, it's a kind of like a fundamental thing of a position to another position. So fundamentally, if you have a defensive tackle, right, and what do defensive tackles typically do well? Well, they're strong. They can stop the run with block shed.
Yep.
And they're usually not very fast. That's fundamentally what a defensive tackle usually is, correct?
Right.
Well, if you now move a defensive tackle and put him at defensive end, what are some of the things that you now lose that you typically might have from a defensive end?
So you're going to lose a little flexibility, perhaps to drop into coverage. You're going to lose probably some pass rush ability, but you're going to gain some strength and some potential block shed.
Correct.
And that's what you see with 3-4 ends. And that's why you see NFL teams be able to change back from 3-4 to 4-3. My thoughts on it are, if an outside linebacker is suited to play middle linebacker, he can, and you should put them there in MUT.
Absolutely.
You definitely should. You should not hesitate to play a player out of position, in my opinion. CB to safety, if a guy has that 96 or higher zone coverage, you got to put him there, in my opinion. You can't just say, well, he's not a safety. You're probably not going to have hip power because CBs don't have hip power, generally, except for night train.
So now you're going to lose out on run support.
Correct.
Gain coverage, lose run support. Think Devin McCourty, former corner, now free safety, not the best in terms of run support.
But I have no problem with people playing their guys out of position.
No.
And I think you freak out because you're like, wow, they lost a lot of overall potentially. Some guys go up, but generally you do lose overall. I played him at left outside backer instead of right outside backer. J.J. Watt, he's at DT. Now he's 81 instead of a 92 from his left
That's
end.
a real thing right there.
People get scared. I would not be scared. I would say, okay, J.J. Watt has plenty of power move, plenty of block shed, plenty of strength to play D tackle in this game, and you're not going to miss out on anything. And then in pass situations, or in rush situations, you can play end and have a beefy D tackle. Road to playoffs, Dan Williams, super cheap, or Brandon Williams, excuse me. But move J.J. in for pass rush purposes, and then go get yourself a good edge rusher for cheap, Robert Ayers, super cheap, to play end. He's not good against the run, so you wouldn't play him there against the run. But that's how you can use playing players out of position to your advantage. You want to use it to their strengths. You want to use it to what you're trying to do with your defense. Very important.
Yeah, and I think that another thing there is it's about knowing what is important at each position, especially for your scheme. So why is it okay to move left end J.J. Watt inside to a defensive tackle position? Well, it's okay to do that because he has the key stats that make a good defensive tackle, block shed and strength. Those are kind of the core things you need to have an effective defensive tackle to stop interior runs. You don't want to move. For a great example here, Michael Strahan, one of the best pass rusher in the game.
Yeah.
You can't move him just because he's the best pass rusher in the game. It doesn't mean you can put him inside and have him play over the center.
He'd be better at backer almost.
He would be.
Yeah.
But so that's the example is know the position. Say, what do I need out of this outside linebacking position? Do I need coverage? Do I need to be able to stop the run, hold the edge? Do I need hit power? Do I need him to be able to pass rush? And then that's going to define if you can move a player out of position based on those ratings and based on what you need fundamentally from the out of position.
Quick note, last question. Do you think overall rating dropping affects how well your players play? Have you seen it? Have you sensed it?
I've never once in my 30 bazillion hours playing Madden, I've never once concerned about it, never once felt bad about it, and I never will.
I
If
don't
they got
feel
the
bad
core
about
ratings, I'm good with it.
I haven't noticed it. I always keep an eye out. I haven't, but we'll see going forward. But I think it's going to be pretty good for you.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to keep going through the mailbag here. And let's see a question from Hindez. He wants to know, how can you stop drags or dual crossers? So how would you stop, these routes here? They're pretty popular. You've got just a little short drag. They're going to beat man-to-man coverage. They're going to beat zone as well. So people do like to go to drags, and if they get themselves in manageable situations, they're going to have pretty good luck. So we'll try a play like drive sale. We're going to flip it, and then we'll maybe motion Kelsey over.
Okay. So
drag?
the very first thing that I look for when I do something like this, so this is say a base setup from Big Dime 146. I look, so if you actually do this for me, move the ball to the left hash.
Okay.
So I look at where the ball is, and as the Goose said the other day in the Muttcast, where's the green side of the field? And what that is the open side of the field. Farls, what is the open side of the field?
The right side of the screen.
Why
right
is
now.
it that open?
Because the ball's on the left side of the
And
screen.
that's the most open part of the field. The left side of the field here is closed because you're closer to the boundary, the sideline.
Yes.
So what I do in this situation is I will say that my user defender is best used where the open side of the field is because that's the area of the field where I can get beat the most. Mm-hmm. So what I would do is if I want to stop a drag, and I know you're running dual drags, I would drop one flat to the weak side. I'd let you have that, and then I'd manually cover whatever comes to the right side of the field.
Okay.
Because if you throw the drag to the left side of the field, you have less room to catch that ball and cut it upfield. So I'll let my zone go over there and make a play, and then even if you get by the zone, you have a lot less field to work with to get the first down or to make a big play. And then I'll go ahead and use the open side of the field.
Okay, so you're going to try and shoot down, make a play. I know the left side's bottled up, but I got my other crosser coming.
And then I'll go here, and then I'm going to drop off. And then I'm going to drop off on that.
That's a pretty important note, I think, is when these two routes cross, you should make a good habit of not guessing, but like going all in on one.
Yeah.
If you're going to see this route 3 times, one of the times you should just go for it. Like, I'm going to see you on Kelsey, but you should then immediately drop to Wilson and try and make a pick when these two routes cross. Like, yes, like you did a good job right there. You didn't make the play, but there was a big difference. You sagged off in coverage, and that is how you become a better user.
Yeah.
If you're going to stop drags, I love that you just showed the flat zone. I think that's crucial to stopping it. We talk about it with drags too. You don't have to. You're never gonna stop drags.
Can't stop a drag.
Can't stop a drag.
Best route in football.
But you can slow down drags.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, so what I want to talk about here, a good point in here, you didn't even say it, but you showed it, right? So when you're defending routes, this doesn't even have to go for drags. This goes for really any route. You have to have the awareness to know when your opponent can throw the ball and have a completion versus when they no longer have the option to throw the route because they'll probably throw it out of bounds, they'll throw it too close to the sideline, and then you bail on the route. So just run a drag to Kelsey here.
Okay.
Get Wilson out of there, run him on a streak. So on this first example, I'm going to, don't even throw the ball. I'm just going to cover the drag, and I'm going to drop off when I think it's appropriate. So I'm going to go here, 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 and then I'm bailing. I'm going another route because I know you can't throw that route.
Correct.
There's no use to keep guarding it once it's already beat. So I want to look at the timing of when I bailed, and then on this next play, I want you to this time throw the drag, and we'll see what happens.
What happens is the angle the quarterback's going to have to throw the ball is going to allow the defender trailing him to actually catch up and intercept it. It's probably, you're pretty good right there. A little late, but
I could have gone a little earlier.
Yeah.
A little earlier. I could probably see. Here's the thing: if you throw that there, like if you throw it here, you're gonna win.
Yes.
But I think if you throw it now, you're in trouble.
Yes.
So let's see. He needs to get to like in the middle of between the hash and the 40.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to defend it. I just want to see what happens. I think bad things will happen for you.
All right. Let's see what happens if I throw it right now.
Bad things. Bad things. So there's an awareness factor that comes in when defending plays. So if I'm going to defend this corner out to Avant, like I want to defend it until like he makes his cut. Once he makes the first cut, I don't have to defend anymore. Like he's gonna make the cut, and I'm over here. I know the corner here. Okay, and then I bail. Then I bail on it. I don't need to cover it anymore. So very important. Maybe we can spend more time next week, another week, breaking that down, because there is a actual like strategy when it comes to defending specific routes and the time you need to stay on them.
Correct.
It's a very high level way to play the game. That might be a brain trust thing.
And that's the thing with Kelsey. So because you have the flat zone on the left side of the screen, you only need to watch Kelsey for like 2 steps, basically just so I can't quick throw on 3rd and 2, and then you got to track Wilson because he's going on the open side of the field. I'm gonna have a long window to hit Wilson.
So I'm like here, and then I
done with him, and now you got to start going. If I see that, I know I have to playmaker and get rid of that route because you're not gonna let that route up, and by the time you leave it, it's too late to throw because the CPU will have caught up.
Right.
So it's pretty tough right there. Quick shout out in the chat. We got the man Skimbo stopping by, guys. Let's see. I got a little graphic with his name on it and a 3-0 next to it. He's down in the bottom right on PS4. He won.
Look at the point differential, though.
3 games. Yeah, he crushed. It'll be interesting to talk to him out at the Madden Challenge in Burbank next Friday. We'll be live on stream. So excited to get to meet him and check that out. We'll see what he thinks about the other competitors. We talked about Lights Out a little bit earlier. We mentioned Sherm Sticky's coming back, and everyone earned their spots in this challenge this weekend, and the whole community supported the Madden Challenge, so we're excited about it. But shout out to him for coming by and checking in. All right, let's take a look here at our next question in the mailbag. Just talked about stop and drags, and now we're going to
Scuba.
Keep it going. Scuba's crushing it. Scuba crushes it big. All right, so we hit up those. Who are the best wide receivers for the double P scheme? If you're going to run the shovel option, this is in the Colts playbook. It's in the Buccaneers playbook. What receivers do you want in there? And so basically how it works is the formation gun, wide, trips, weak. It's an excellent formation. You can see it on youtube.com/ZFarls. There's a free scheme on there. It's a chat command. It's this formation right here. And you've got an inside zone, and then you've got the shovel option. This specific playbook doesn't have it, but like I said, Bucks, Colts, Titans have it. Which receivers would you like for that scheme? I know who I like.
I mean, you got to go Hines Ward.
Yeah, Hines Ward probably at either in the slot.
Yep.
Or potentially even at tight end.
Talking about we're looking. I need the best wide receiving core for like the blocking purpose, right? We're not like they're good, but we're talking best overall. Because I'm saying I'm probably gonna go Steve Smith, BCA.
Yeah.
90 strength.
Yeah.
Hines Ward.
At tight end.
No, just receiver. Okay. I'm gonna go regular tight end.
So you're trying to go all block.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I feel like that's what the question is. And then I'd go probably Andre Reed on the outside. Go one-on-one with my Andre Reed because he can still block pretty well.
So, how I like to set this up is I put BCA Vance McDonald where Kelsey is. I'm sure there's probably better blocking tight ends at this point who might give you a little more flexibility. You could use Sharp or you want even a stronger guy than Sharp. But Vance McDonald will always be my bay. And Ben Hartsock is pretty good too if you want to put him out to the left and you really want to pound the rock. But what works best is you need to get a fast guy where Wilson is. I recommend flashback to Sean Jackson. He doesn't block all that well, but he takes the top off the D. Everybody one clap. He makes it so that if you bring a guy up where you don't have a safety, you just bomb it deep to Deshaun Jackson.
This could also be a spectacular catch traffic guy.
Yes. If you want to go one-on-one, yes. I think the Brandon Marshall would be pretty good, the team of the week, because he's going to block and then he's probably going to win one-on-one battles. You want to be able to, you probably want the Amari Cooper in your back pocket to sub in, because you could always streak him on the right side. So you want the ability to put in Alshon, Jeffrey, blocker, Brandon Marshall blocker, and win one-on-one battles. But then you want the ability to also just sub in streak guys, Amari Cooper for cheap, and just go deep and try and beat people with speed. But like we said, most of the time you're going to be running the inside zone, which is not a quick audible in this specific one, but it is in all the other ones that we talked about. The pass play you'll use is 4 verticals, so you do kind of want to see if you can spend a little extra on a tight end, not only have just the blocker.
Yeah, I think your halfback needs to have good route running too.
Yes, so consider looking to Marshall Falk. You're also going to need a quarterback that has mobility. But those are the receivers I like, and it depends on the purpose. Do I want run blockers or do I want speed guys? Speed guys really only if you pass or have that luxury. Otherwise, you do want to just spend on the one-on-one downfield guys. BCA Larry Fitz people like. But that Hines Ward would be pretty good for a drag and could do some things for you. It's a really fun scheme if you're new to the game, if you're new to offensive playbooks and you don't know, you're in MUT, I don't know what playbooks to choose. I just want to grind some solos and win some games. The Double P video will really help you. It's free. It's on YouTube. It'll just give you like a baseline. It'll give you like a template to win games from, and you can use it with a pretty inexpensive lineup, and you'll be able to beat the computer consistently, and then you'll learn more about the game. When do I go to 4 verts? When do I run the inside zone? It teaches you all of that, and then you apply it yourself, so pretty nice. All right.
Cool.
Let's go back to the mailbag. This time we got it from Lex. Hot topic. Do you think player traits transfer over into MUT, Gibbs? What is your opinion?
My opinion is yes. Just because like if it's going to be in the regular game, I just fundamentally think it's going to be transferred over. Like they're not going to I look at them like they're not going to remove the traits somehow when it comes to MUT. I just think it's one of those things you don't see it. It's kind of similar to like chemistry and play like style. Like some people are like it doesn't do anything. But you gotta play. You gotta play with it and get the feel for it, right? So Zan is one of the most notorious guys in the community that has always preached that it's one of the most important things in the world are the traits. Like Eli Manning for all those years had the clutch trait, so he would never miss throws in the fourth quarter.
Naturally.
Really? But yeah, so I mean, it's one of those things. It's really you can't rack your brain against it. You can't get frustrated at it. You can't. Whoa, that was organic. Did you jump that or did
I hit the button?
But it's one of those things where you just have to, think about it once, never think about it again. Don't let it ruin your experience playing the game because we don't have the answer. We don't know what it is. You just go based on what you feel, and if what you feel is it matters, then that's important, and then it matters to you. If it doesn't feel like it doesn't matter to you, then it doesn't. And here's the thing: if we had the answer, we would tell you because It's like run blocking. We tell you all the time, run blocking, slide protection on run blocking doesn't work unless it's a halfback draw or quarterback draw, right?
Because I know that fact.
Right, I know that.
I don't know the trait fact. I only know my opinion. I only know what I've felt and played. I would say they do, as my opinion, because Clay Matthews randomly computer big hits people in play now.
Just randomly.
And then he randomly computer hits 6 people in MUT. And that's like the similarity between the Clay Matthews. That's why I always try and get a Clay Matthews on the squad. And so I don't know what the other traits. I don't even know what the other traits specifically do all that well. Like there's the play ball. Some people really like that at CB. The Zan had a video, I think, where he talked to Rex a little bit before about like quarterbacks under pressure. Is there a trait? Is it awareness? He went over the whole scenario. I'm not familiar with that. I'm only really familiar with the big hitter trait.
There's big hitter, and then the other one I think is important is like the make sideline catch or something.
Yeah.
Like because if you don't click on, and they don't have that trait, then they won't toe tap it. They won't possession catch it. They'll rack it or aggressive, and then you go out of bounds. So that I always think that's one of the most important ones for a receiver is do they have that trait because they're always going to go for possession in the right spot.
Right.
And that's important to me.
And that's another reason somebody said you can't see the Legends trait. And I would agree with you, and I think that's why I always try and test the Legends to see how they play. I always, yes, I have my opinions of items when I see them on paper. And by paper, I mean on Mudhead. But then I also have my opinion of players. Champ Bailey over DRC.
Oh, yeah. Remember Champ Bailey?
Yeah. Like, he was not a paper tiger. He was like a beast. He was better than DRC, who was better rated than him, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it was. I don't know why.
I think it was play rec.
But that's why I try and test items, especially if they're high priced, before I give you guys recommendations. Because if Night Train somehow didn't play well, then you got fooled by the paper. Thankfully, Night Train does play well.
Falls, we got a guy in the chat right now, Niners Fan 101. First of all, shout out, what's up, dude? He wants to know, how do I Gibbs kick? I know that's a brain trust thing, but he can get in the brain trust.
Say that again. I was reading the chat. I got messed up.
See,
you set me up. You fed me softball, right?
You want a new co-host if you were to win $1.4 billion in the Powerball.
Yeah.
I want a co-host that pays attention to me.
I bet you do.
I know, I do. I'm not repeating the question.
You were asking about
it's in the brain trust. Yeah, there's a great guy in the chat, new guy, 49ers for life, 49ers Fan 101. He says, how do I Gibbs kick?
Oh, yeah, it's in the brain trust. It'll come in the email tonight after the show for any subs. You get all the old stuff. You're also going to get a new write-up from MStack, the gun bunch stuff he used in the Madden Challenge tournament. So make sure to check that out. Full scheme of stuff. I blacked out. I don't know. All right.
It's on you, bro.
Let's go to the next question in the mailbag. BCake612 wants to know, right now, Gibbs, we are in the playoffs. It's January. What are the top 3 legends? Who are the top 3 legends for draft champions? Do you want me to go to Handy Dandy Mudhead? Because I think I have that technology.
We can, yeah. Let's do it. I mean, you got.
So if you're looking to draft your team at the end of your rounds, you're gonna get a little thing called a legend round, and Legends is gonna have all legend players from that program. And you're going to hope that certain guys come up. At the start of the year, there was John Elway. There was LaDainian Tomlinson.
Legends is up. It's L in the alphabet.
Under L. And you had all of these guys. But now you've got new legends. You got Deacon Jones, Jerry Rice, Emmitt Smith, Lawrence Taylor, Reggie White. When we talk to the Madden Challenge competitors, they all chirp hard about receivers. Mm-hmm. Herman Moore. If I get Herman Moore, man, I'm winning this tournament. I'm winning this tournament.
Right.
Flash cut, problem winning the tournament.
Didn't have him.
Did not have. Had John Randall, maybe one of the weaker legends because he's out the newest and he plays a non-impact position. Who would you want to see pop up in your...
You obviously want to see Vincenzo Jackson. I think he's the takeaway, the best receiver in the game outside of Odell Beckham right now. You could argue that Jerry Rice is better. A little more speed, I believe. Jerry Rice.
Yeah, a little more route running.
A little more speed, a little more route running, and you still have great, spectacular catch traffic. So you could argue that Jerry Rice is better, but some people really like the extra 6'5" height. The height thing in this year's game is one of those things where it's like you either a really big time believe in it or you're not. I don't value height as much as I once did. I think 6'2" still gets it. So, but it really depended on either one.
We saw Tweezy get Sean Taylor. The hit power never came out during the games, unfortunately, for Tweez. Marshall Falk's a guy that you would like to see in your legend round.
Love it.
Because of his route running. So even if you don't have to play him at halfback, you could play him at receiver and he's still going to be nasty.
Right.
And then you can, if a halfback comes up, you could still always pick him.
Night Train?
Would there be any defensive players you'd want to get?
Night Train?
You think Night Train Lane?
Because he's the same thing. Like you could play him at safety, you could play him at corner, you could use him. He's like a dual threat. Triple threat. He can do it all.
Right. So
that you get more value out of him. Like the Falk gives you more value because now you don't have to draft 2 running backs. I know you get him as your last pick, but if you did get him, you wouldn't have to have 2 running backs. You could just have the one.
What do you think about Herman Moore? Still the guy?
Oh, he's still really good, man. Spectacular catches. 93 catching traffic. 98. That's bananas. And then the cheddar. 93 cheddar. Nuts.
We'll take a look at one more page. Gilbert Brown's good, but you can get better legends. For quarterbacks, which legend QB would you want to see? Elway, Cunningham, What are your thoughts?
I would say
McNabb,
I would go with
Culpepper.
the flashback Vic. As a flashback, never mind. Sorry, I look at him as a legend, but probably Randall. Randall would be my guy at that point. I got the speed. Maybe McNabb. Just my worry is McNabb not having the same ability, so that's my worry.
All right, so if you're in Draft Champs, this isn't the start of the year anymore. You're gonna want to see, in my opinion,
Can't get Night Train in Draft Champs. No.
Jerry Rice 1, Vincent Jackson 2, Donovan McNabb 3. Because quarterback's very important. The problem is if you wait till that round, you're in trouble. So I don't like to wait until the legend round to get a quarterback because the odds are you're not going to get a quarterback. It's not that many. Defensively, can't get Night Train. Are any of these guys able to make an impact enough for you?
Charles Woodson, the new one.
Yeah.
Like he would. Yeah. The Rod Woodson, Rod Woodson is, careful how I say here, a poor man's Night Train because he's still nasty, but like the Rod Woodson corner at the bottom here, right under Hines Ward.
Yes.
He has the same like stats as Night Train Lane. So maybe him.
My number 4 would be the Marshall Falk, only because of his versatility, and then my 5th would be probably the Hines Ward because he is super versatile with his blocking. I would take a quarterback as my 3rd option. I don't necessarily know. I'd have to break down the whole 3. I've used them all. They're all pretty good at the legend area, so I'm not gonna get picky. At that point, you just need a quarterback. Unless you had Garoppolo. If you don't have Garoppolo, you've got to pick a quarterback before the legend round. That's my advice as far as to what legends I would take. But those are the guys I like. I would, Irvin's up there with the Jackson and the Rice, but obviously I'd take those guys first. So those would be my top 5 from the legends in the game. All right, got more questions in the mailbag right here. This one. We checked out that question.
Yeah.
All right, Twitter wants to know. Twitter's been dying for this question, Gibbs. Kansas City offensive playbook. Is their pistol weak in strong formations good enough to make this like a viable formation?
Let's take a look at it. Let's check them out. All
right, so tonight we're looking at the Kansas City playbook. We've shown you gun doubles. It doesn't have the best gun doubles, but it's decent. We've shown you wide trips week before. And it has gun trips tight end, which is popular, and it has bunch weak. But is there anything in the pistol we can use to get better?
Let's take a look. Strong twin. All right, so inside zone. I don't like inside zones where the tight end or fullback, you can see their pulls. Not a big fan of that.
It's decent, but it's not. It's like better than not having any inside zone, but it's also not. It's not the inside zone that you can run every play.
And the next thing I start looking for is, okay, where do I have corner routes? Do I have corner routes? I got a couple corner routes, so then that starts making things. Okay, I might be able to run this formation. Wide receiver smash. That's a great play. 2 corners. What else I got? I don't love the running plays in this set. Pistol's going to take a little longer to develop when you run the ball.
You think this double flares play, you could motion the slot over to the right and do anything funky?
Yeah, absolutely. It's like the gun split close. The fact that it has corners, that means that you can develop a scheme out of it because that's a route you can't hot route, and it's a very special route. So wide receiver smash, I would say, makes this formation actually possible to run.
Ooh, then you go in and see how deep that B route is. Does that... you don't notice that.
My beef with twin sets like this, especially when it has the fullback in the backfield, it makes it really difficult to flood zones with. So if you were to attack the left side of the field here, you'd have to streak Macklin and then drag Kelsey. Kelsey would get the flat the quickest, but the timing of it all is all messed up here. So like there's the drag, and the B takes so long. Nice kind of route though. So it did actually end up working. So that's my one concern when you run a twin set like that, is that it makes it difficult to get the right combination of routes to flood the defense. Because if you want to flood on the right side, you got to run a streak to Sherman and a corner to Kelsey and a drag to Wilson, right? I mean, that's not optimal.
So this specific formation, not loving it. You think there's some stuff there, but you're not going to really build around it.
Yeah, it just I'm telling you, like the inability from this set to effectively beat zone with the corner, streak, and flat combo is really going to slow down what you can do from the set. And again, it's not to say that you can't use this set and have success with it, but as a base formation and the foundation of your entire offense, if we're imagining that, it doesn't have the length, it doesn't have the legs to do that long term.
The other issue is the quick audible down. That handoff was pretty slow.
Great point.
Here in the pistol weak, you do have the power option. We can run that a couple times. You've got the Y corner with the circle route, so maybe that's worth checking out. We'll go to the power option.
Screen.
See what's up.
So, screen, that's good.
The quick audible is going to be halfback zone weak.
And Y corner, good quick audible.
We got Y corner as the quick audible. So let's try and run this option here. So you're going to need to get a little bit more of a mobile quarterback. I'd set the threshold at about 88 because this is going to take a little bit of time. You're not running full speed when you are the quarterback because you're taking kind of small steps. And shout out to Shira in the chat. Just came through with a donation. Thank you very much, man. Really appreciate it. You're the best.
You're the man.
He runs the forum over on Reddit Madden Ultimate Team.
He's a boss. Boss man. Also, great Madden player. I played him a couple times this year. We went
and
into some barn
arguably
burners. One of the best MUT teams out there.
Top 3 MUT teams in the entire game. I would say the Goo with his kill squad.
Yeah, my
Mr.
team.
Golden Sports always keeps a OP squad, and then Shira.
What about my squad?
Top 5.
Fine. Don't even give me
You think you have a better team than the Goo?
Probably.
I'll tell him you said that.
All right. So yeah, back to this formation though. I have the same problem with this set.
You don't have a better team than the Goo.
No, probably not.
Too strong.
But my issue again with this set is the inability to attack a defense from zone. What I do like about this set, where I think you can use it, is I absolutely love the quick as this has a goal line scheme. You have this triple option, so you can feed the. Is this triple or what is this?
It's just power.
It has a triple though, right? Let's go back out.
Let's go back and look. The one thing I'll say about the power option is when that quarterback, when the DE, the DN stays down to play the quarterback, it's hard to tell. It happens in 2 steps instead of the read options 3 steps. It's almost frames. I'm almost talking fighting games, frames, and it can be hard to tell. You can make some bad reads. Maybe that's just me. You have a read option to the right.
No triple?
No triple. You got an F lead read option.
Okay. That's all right. So I would say you could still run the read option, and what I think there's value in this entire scheme is the quick audible to the right, which ends up being Y corner.
So we'll call it, or?
Yeah, call it. That's fine. Because I think that this route to Sherman is one of the better quick passes in the game. And quick passes, over the years, they've slowly gone away. But you got to throw that a little early. But what this is good about...
trust it, right?
You got to trust it. You got to throw it earlier.
I don't know.
Right, this is the problem. Quick passes have gone away for the most part. You got to... Right there, yeah. Because see how the zone defenders clamp down?
Yeah.
They're really good for aggressive defenses, though. Because, say if I start getting aggressive and I blitz my linebackers... That's all my linebackers. But, yes, that's the idea.
Right.
And when you start running the ball, if you do triple option or you're in the red zone, your opponent has more tendency to blitz. And that's just a difficult route. It's an annoying route to defend. Even if I play man, as soon as he cuts up and then to the right, you'll win. And then you have the corner route built off of it. So it can be difficult. So that's what I like about this set. I don't think it has legs. I think it's a gadget formation.
Yes, and I think overall, this Chiefs playbook has quads. But some of the audibles, man, the doubles play... Drive sale's good, but it's not as good as the stuff in the Browns playbook. Halfback angle's pretty good. Yeah, it doesn't really have the... you could use Z-Spot. So you're good. So yeah, you can use Z-Spot, and you could have good success with that. Is it inside zone as a quick audible? No. Why can't it just be inside zone?
Right? It makes everything easy.
So that hurts you on the gun doubles. It's close, but not quite as
Check out the trips tight end.
They got bunch quads, which can always be pretty good, but you're going to give up some pass protection. You really got to get your reads down with that. If you just go into a game and try and use bunch quads, because it's got every combo and it's got some great routes, you got to learn the timing because there's so much going on, you get distracted. Lastly, here the trips. It's got the Y-flex tight, which is good. I bet this definitely has the inside zone, I would guess, as the quick audible. And you got a read option. That's one of the better ones. Trips tight end here. So you have PA shot post, verticals, inside zone. Let's see if it's the mid draw or the inside zone. You got to play curl flat here. With a halfback angle on a delay.
What do you got?
Inside zone.
So that's pretty good.
So these are the formations I would stick to if I was going to use this book. And
you got gun bunch quads, which is nice.
It's nice if you can harness.
You can harness the power of the quads.
If you can harness the quads. But this is the kind of the scheme you'll see from this formation a lot.
That's right.
And you can use it to go deep. I'm still becoming a scrambler.
Yeah?
I'm bringing it back. It's the most fun way to play.
You keep chirping 5 wide.
The RG chirp 5 wide.
You want, you know what I'm saying? You like in the beginning of the year, you've been saying.
Well, yeah, I have 5 receivers.
I want to play 5 wide.
Little delayed angle, not bad, not bad. Final thoughts on the Chiefs playbook. Where would you rank it? What would you do as your run scheme, as your pass scheme, as kind of your base?
I don't think it's as good as it was. I know people love the bunch, and I'm not going to argue. Yeah, the bunch is good. Not that just a regular gun bunch, but I think you get more value if you go to the Patriots playbook or the Browns. I think those 2 playbooks are really special, especially that the Browns has strong close. It has twins. Like, it's got a lot of plays that are really special, and you can still get that gun bunch style offense in the Browns playbook, in the Patriots playbook. So I'm still not going to say I'll give it a top 10 playbook, but it's not in the upper echelon of playbooks.
All right. That is the verdict on the Chiefs playbook. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that little breakdown right there. Gave you some formations to check out for your offense. But stay away from the pistol. Almost in the entire game this year, the pistol's just not what it was. It was really powerful last year in the Saints playbook in Denver. More so the Saints, but it's just not what it was.
That's right.
All right, this one's from your boy Tree Frog. He wants to know, what are 3...
What a thwee.
Quick tips.
That's the
Tree Frog wants to know, what are 3 quick tips to pick up blitz pressure? He's having trouble picking up the blitz. There's some hot fire out there, and the Frog needs to know, how can you pick up pressure?
All right, this is a great question. So first and foremost, Farls, go to a gun formation for me. And go to the gun doubles set, ideally. This would be good. All right, go back out. Go to gun wide trips. That's fine. All right, so if you're looking to pick up pressure and you need 3 tips in order to help you pick up blitzes from your opponent, here they are right now. First tip, the easiest thing you could do on the play to get better pass protection. Farls, call any play. Call 4 verticals for me.
All right.
4 verticals, and then just hit LB on the Xbox One, and then flick the right stick up. What this is called is max protection. You actually don't have to pick who to block. You're going to block your tight end, and you're going to block your halfback. This is a max full protect. You're going to have 7 guys blocking, and if you notice, you have a tight end on the right side and a halfback on the left side. This is going to give you equal blocking on both sides. So instead of getting one-on-one on the outside with your tackles, you should get double teams with your tight end and your halfback with the tackles. So that's the first thing that I would recommend. So watch this snap of the ball. Here you go. You get the double team on the inside, double team on the left side. More time in the pocket, hang in there, and voila, one-on-one catch Jeremy Maclin. Wait, this is Chiefs Patriots. You do this on purpose?
I don't recall.
Anyways, tip number 2, play action. Play action is your friend. So every formation in the game has a play action assigned to it. Farls, what is that play action on?
So to get it, you're going to push the X button on Xbox or square on PS4. You can then flick the right stick to the left, or you just go all the way down to the bottom, and it's usually called PA something, but it's almost always going to be the bottom play. That will have a fake to your halfback. It's pretty obvious to see where the Y button is, that he's going to run over and do a fake. For a little bit more advanced, you can actually cancel the fake by pressing the halfback's button. So Y, and then RB, or R trigger to pass block. Now you see he's not going to go over to the quarterback. And that just gives you a little bit, it takes a little less time, so I'll show you the difference real quick. If I just call the play action play, Wes is going to come over. I don't have control of the quarterback. Can't throw. Now I can throw. But if I cancel the play action, or I put the halfback on a route, you could also do that. You don't just have to press Y, and then pass block. You could actually just swing or something. Watch how much quicker I'll get control of Smith. Boom, now I can throw. And also, you still get the blocking up front from the line of scrimmage.
Right. So what really changes with the blocking is instead of having a immediate drop back where they're in pass protection, the reason the blocking changes is because they're in a play action assignment. So they're more apt to attack the line of scrimmage because it's a fake. They're faking the run. So typically what you'd see is the offensive line a fake to show the run. So that's where you're seeing the difference in run blocking. People have always wondered that, but that's where it is. That's why you get different style of run blocking or pass blocking on the play. Wow. Is that Macklin again?
The Mac Daddy.
Macklin's
Is he
nasty.
out this week? He hurt his leg, but
I'm not sure.
I know it's
check.
torn, but we'll see if he plays.
The last tip I would give for pass protection here is to use slide protection. Now, slide protection allows you to pick pressure off of a specific area of the field. So if you're getting pressure that comes off the left edge, you would call slide protection, which would be LB on the Xbox One, and then you'd flick the right stick to the left or to the right, whatever side you want protection. So if I'm sending heavy hot gas off this left edge, you can pick it up.
And the real key is this: you need to kind of see where people slide their guys out. That's been the tell. If people are really sending like the best blitzes at you, they have to. Generally, this year they've been sliding like the CB out, then they click off, and you see they kind of just like chuck them out, and that's kind of the tell. You got to pay attention because you come out of the huddle, you're trying to make your adjustments. You're not really looking at the defense as much as you should be. You should know your adjustments, have them memorized, so that you can see, okay, did he slide him out left or did he slide him out right? We don't know. But to do that, you're going to push LB and then slide left. So here we'll slide left. We'll see if we can pick up some pressure. You never know, but yep, it worked for us right there. We're going to roll out. We're going to go deep. Let's go downtown, Julie Brown.
Oh, Macklin? Avant? Savant?
Anything else? Do you subscribe to, like, some people go, oh, if they're sliding left, slide right. If they're sliding right, slide left.
I don't subscribe to that. Never have. It was one of those things, remember RG was explained before. Everyone had their theories. If you slide left against a blitz that's coming through the right A gap, blah, blah. No. What happened was the command wasn't working properly. They had to fix it. And the second you had A gaps, when you come out of the huddle, when people would call their pass protection from slide protection, it wasn't registering properly. So then they fixed it. So now, if you're getting A gap pressure, you slide down. If you pinch down, you pinch down. I mean, that's how I play. That's where I've seen the most success. Certainly, again, if you are having success doing something, keep doing it.
Fourth tip, just because I'm a bonus type of guy, run the ball. Fifth tip. And this was a Gibbs tip from earlier in the year. Run a receiver behind the line of scrimmage. Anybody who's off the line, like Avon is here, he's backed up, and then snap him
in the gap where you expect pressure.
Yes,
because he'll snap and he'll stop there. That's something that's different from years past. I think that's probably the best pass protection tip in the game. Because if you say that time, snap them in the left A gap this time.
Okay.
Oh, pressure left A gap. You motion Avant, snap on left A gap, sits there, waits for pressure in the A gap. Now, next time, if he felt like pressure was coming out the left edge, snap him once he gets to the tight end here. If I'll show it to me, he'll sit on that left edge. So there's a lot of value, I think, in using an extra wide receiver. Snap, and look, he sits there, he waits, and now he double teams with the tackle. So that's probably the best tip I can give you. Like, if you can't pick up someone's pressure and you aren't doing this motion, you're not doing enough to stop the blitz.
I'll forget that I can call play action because I don't tend to call plays with play action because most people don't send this cheddar. So when I do play somebody with it, I'm like, oh man, I gotta throw to the flat real quick. So and then I'm like, man, by the third quarter I go, well, what else can I do? And then I go, I should have been calling play action from like the start of the game.
Yeah.
So you want to do find plays that have some good play action. Check down underneath, try and make plays.
Yeah.
Get the ball out. Wide receiver screens. I don't love halfback screens, but those are some things you can do. Those are 5 tips you can do to pick up pressure in Madden 16.
Dude, guess
Good
what?
stuff.
Nightbot took the day off.
The bot?
Slacker.
And you know who else took the day off?
Who? Wolf? What's up with that?
Wolf, because Wolf will be here to tell us to turn on Nightbot. So that's on Wolf.
Where's Wolf?
You know what
Is
I
he
mean?
okay? We have Ryan Dykes back and Chief fence, but we don't have Wolf.
Maybe they kidnapped Wolf.
Shout out to Dominican0823 who just followed the channel. Appreciate that, guys. If you're in the channel in the chat right now, click the heart in the lower part of the screen. We'll appreciate it.
Bottom left-hand corner. Remember, we go live every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock for This Week in Madden. If you guys have questions, send them on over on Twitter, and we'll break them down. I'm going to go to the Twitterverse right now and look at a question for subs tonight. Keep an eye out on your emails for a little MStack gun bunch, to add to all the stuff we just showed about
Here's a question right now from Trevor Kempner. He says, my opponent got through on his blitz 3 plays in a row. I shifted my line each time. Which line shift is best? Left? Well, listen, if he's getting in, there's no best line shift stock.
It's like every
shift.
zone defense can be beat.
Right. So what I would then recommend is try max protect, try play action, try slide protection, and then you already tried slide protection. But now motion a receiver and into the gap where you expect pressure, and that receiver is going to pick it up. Now, if you pro tip it, get a Donald Penn out there, get the Donald Penn, motion him, he's going to hold much longer on that block. So think about that when you're using that guy.
Is Calvin Johnson out of position worth it?
No. Absolutely not.
Best inside the 5 offense. I struggle with that.
Wildcat.
Wildcat. Yes. It's in the Brain Trust also. Should I go for Ultimate Freeze Josh Norman or save for Legend Charles Woodson?
Save for Legend Charles Woodson, absolutely.
No, he plays zone mostly. They're both going to have 98. I wouldn't pay the extra.
I didn't know he plays mostly zone.
Yes.
I thought it was... Okay, if he plays mostly zone, you can get a premium.
You get a Rondé Barber for even less.
You could. Rondé Barber.
Get you in a Rondé Barber today. 93 Team of the Week Stafford or 94 MVP Luck? 93 Stafford.
Stafford all day.
Initiated Arizona Cardinals offense playbook scheme. So they have gun
split close, gun ace twins, they have gun
twins,
tight, gun bunch,
they
got gun flip trips.
Yeah,
they got it all, baby.
It's a very good book. So do that. Okay. That is it for the mailbag portion of the show. Now we're going to play a game of the week.
Oh, dang.
We're going to take your votes right now for a new emote in the chat. So we got our emotes. You can choose between lab coat and beakers for when we go into practice mode. Mm-hmm. We can maybe we usually wear lab coats. And
we haven't worn lab coats.
We'll do like a little science beaker for one. Number 2... Mm-hmm. A W with a wig.
A W with a wig?
Like,
Where did you think
old
of that?
School white
a George
wig,
W.
You know what I mean? Like,
where'd you get that? Where'd you think of that?
My brain.
That's good. You got a good brain. I don't know. Can we get a cribbit? A frog cribbit? Cribbit.
How about a hobbit?
We need all of them. How do we get more?
We get W Pool to make them for us.
Can we get all of those?
If the chat wants it.
We need a cribbit. We need a lab coat. We need a beaker. We need a George W.
Heater.
You need a heater.
Some type of heater.
We need a heater.
Got to be lab coats, right?
Lab coats. Cribbit. We have a cribbit. We have the green tree frog. We have his cribbit. That counts cribbit.
Probably not going to get sued by George Washington, right?
Can't.
He's in the public domain at this stage.
G-Dub is.
He's got his own bridge.
No, but we call it a George W.
Yeah.
It's not like we're calling it a George Washington. And the dollar bill's named after him.
There's many Georges. He's got his own bridge.
Yeah, there's a George in your hometown. There's a George's in your hometown.
George's Pizza.
Yeah. So that's public domain.
George's Pizza sold his restaurant, but he sold it to another guy named George, and it's still just George's Pizza.
Since when?
Is
that why the calzone has gone down?
Calzone? I tried it, though.
Yeah. The chicken on the calzone. So here's my problem with the new George's calzone. It's not the same breast. It's not the same chicken breast.
Yes.
And the breading on it is too thick.
Yes.
Would you agree with that? And it's also not fully cooked.
The rumor is that they changed their blue cheese supplier. No chunks anymore.
They don't have chunks. It's like the dressing stuff.
Terrible. They used to be the best in the game.
And the breast is not fried enough. It's not well done.
Not a well done breast.
Right. I don't know, George. It's all about the Pizza Peddler.
They got a well done breast. Drop it in the fryer. Delicious.
The best chicken parm and the best blue
in the biz.
buffalo chicken wrap ever.
ABNZ knows the deal.
Gosh, they're good.
All right, do you guys want to see me open Ultimate Packs, or do you not care? Because I could wait.
Yeah, we could do it later.
Do it at the end of the show if they want it.
Yeah.
Some people like Ultimate Packs, some people do not. Want to see me open them.
This is my team?
This is my squad.
Why is your team exactly like my team?
You want to play a game?
What do you want?
Okay, so we have a question in the chat. Would you like a 1 for defensive player lock or 2 for run only challenge? 1, SGibs can only run the ball, or I can only run the ball, or we could play half and a half. Or number 1, he's stuck on defensive player lock facing the game. Number 2, he can only run on offense. Number 1, defensive player lock the other way.
What does that even mean?
They want to see 1.
What is 1? I forget already.
1 is defensive player lock.
So I got
It's a lot of them.
That's a lot of 1s.
It's a lot of 1s.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Do you want to use my team?
Sure, I'll use your
They're
team.
good. They have
Do you just make sure you have the right playbooks, please?
Which, what are you looking for?
Browns and Patriots. Well, there's so many 1s.
A lot of 1s.
Browns and Pats, that's all.
They're
that
interested in player lock. You think it's winnable?
Yeah.
I don't have straw poll technology set up, Tree Frog. Tree Frog, one of the best streamers out there, guys. If you're into Madden, you're into Destiny.
Crushing it.
He's a guy you got to check out. Great community. Also, he's got a lot of bells and whistles.
Wait, no. Scud said you said it backwards. So 2 was player lock. 1.
Can you type run or player lock? Could you type run or... I guess the servers are down? Might have to get the PS4 up.
Really?
Or we might just have to play each other play now.
Straw poll? Whoa. He got it in already.
Dang. This guy's got tech.
You know what the best? Whoa. How did he do that so quick? I'm going to pick run only just because I don't want to do player lock. Could not cast your vote.
All right, we gotta play each
I
other.
already voted. How could I have already voted?
Servers are down, bro. We gotta play each other. You want to do random playbooks?
Sure.
They're not. We're not. We can't get a game.
All right.
Well, good thing we have good old split screen.
Can you just try one more time?
It's not working.
It's not working at all.
No.
This controller is going to disconnect all game because your batteries are horrendous.
I don't think it's that, but we don't know.
It is that. Watch.
Don't. No.
Off.
Look what you did. You made the game freeze.
That's not me. That's you. It's your controller.
Why do we gotta do this every week?
Do what?
Not have batteries.
That's on you. This is your house. This is your system. Get
Do you
batteries.
guys want random death? And then random playbooks? And do you just want us to use team playbooks of the team we pick? Or
You can
what?
only run the ball. That would
That's
work
just
in your
weird.
favor.
Yeah.
That would work in your favor.
Okay.
It would. Oh, there you go. See, we're back. Ultimate team. Try to get an ultimate team. See what happens.
It's not working.
Okay.
Alright. Ready? You want to be home? Want to do this?
I'd like to be home this
I'll be on
time.
the road.
Yeah. You go first because you're away.
You can be home since you've never won.
That's not true. I've beat you many times.
This year?
Yeah. In my
How
career.
many? Many's more than 2.
How many times have you beat me in your life? Not as many times as I've beaten you.
That's not even true.
That is true. Just go. Just pick your team.
Alright, well, what are we doing?
Random death.
And
yes.
then what?
And then what? What do you mean what?
Playbooks.
Yeah, we'll do random playbooks, Farls. So you feel good about your chances. Sure. Go ahead, man.
I'm just trying to play football.
Oh, I bet you are, bro.
I'm just here for the 2 minutes.
Yeah, I
All
bet
right.
you are.
Ready? First, alright, so here's how it works.
Only way to do it. This is the only way to do it.
This week in Madden, 179, servers are down, ZFarls, SGibs, same room, split screen, random death. You get 2 teams. You can pick either one. If you don't like either one, you can do a death team, but then you're stuck. I'm going to go first, and then we're going to do random playbooks. Falcons and the Jets? Falcons were in 89
Dude, Ryan
overall.
Fitzpatrick's pretty good, man. You should maybe. Ryan Fitzpatrick?
Falcons or the Jets? I get the Jets?
Yeah. Yeah, Ryan Fitzpatrick, man. Geno Smith?
Falcons or the Jets?
Geno Smith?
Falcons or the Jets? Falcons or the Jets?
What if we pick each other's teams?
Falcons or the Jets? You want to do yours?
Servers are up, someone said.
You want to
The
do yours?
servers are up.
No, he said servers up, question mark.
No, I don't want to do mine.
Jets are kind of good.
You got to be on Jets when you do it because that was your team. If you go death. Give him liberty, or give
Why
him...
are the Falcons in 89?
Probably because I don't know.
Devontae Freeman's kind of good.
Just pick your team.
This is a hard question.
It's not a question. Pick your team. We don't have all night. They're up.
I'll be the Jets.
They're up.
Are you backing down?
No, I'm saying they're up. They're not up. They're up. You doing death?
You want me to do death?
I don't know. Do something. Do more than what you're doing.
I'll be the...
Uncle Momo says death.
I'll be the...
Servers are definitely up.
I'll be the Jets.
Servers are up.
Somebody said on Xbox they're not. I'll be the Jets.
All right. All right. And I do your playbook to make it fair.
Should I do death?
Can you give me... You got batteries?
No. Did you bring any? Did you bring your controller over?
No.
I didn't think so.
Wait, this doesn't make sense because you could stop it wherever you want to stop it.
You can stop it wherever you want to stop it. Yeah, that's why I do it.
Yeah, that's why you do it.
No, you close your eyes, though.
I close my eyes. No, you close your eyes. Look at me. No, look at me.
We both close our eyes?
No, because then you're going to open your eyes and cheat.
No, I'm not.
I'm not going to do... I'm not looking at the screen.
I will not cheat.
Look back here.
All right.
I'm not looking.
You're looking.
I'm not looking. I'm not looking. I'm not looking. I'm not looking. I'm not looking. Stop.
Jacksonville.
All right. Go. Go.
I know.
Stop looking.
I gotta get it going.
No, you don't gotta get it going.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. I'm not looking. I'm not looking. I'm not looking. I'm not looking. I'm not looking.
I'm not looking either.
Wait, I guess you could look. You could look because I'm telling you when to stop. Right? Stop.
Atlanta?
That's pretty good.
Can I get death? But change my playbooks? Alright, you're up.
Get ready. Hit ready.
No, because then we're going to... Vikings.
I'll just be the Vikings, I guess.
Alright.
I'll
So you said you'd be the Vikings, right? Alright, start moving it, Paco.
Wait, you can't look.
Alright, I won't look.
No, look. Do the same thing we did before. Look over here.
Stop. You were very close to Cleveland, huh?
Oh, two more. Better hope I don't get New England. You bet. Stop looking. You better hope I don't get New England. I guess I could look. I could look.
Stop.
All right. I'm gonna kick.
You want to see if the servers are up?
Really?
I don't know. Do you? That's what you seem to...
Your controller doesn't work. I hit buttons and it doesn't work.
Sounds like a you problem. All right. Don't hit anything. You need to go down. Put it on 4 minutes.
3 minutes?
Excel clock off. 3 minutes. Yeah, do 3 minutes.
Nighttime because you can't see? Snow? Snow game?
Event type, quick pres. Quick pres. Boom. Go. Do you want to play at a neutral site? Did you hit A yet?
No, your controller doesn't work. I hit buttons and they don't work.
How's this my fault? You know we're going to be enemies in like 10 minutes.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to be biting your shirt.
Everyone's saying the servers are up.
See, man?
That's your fault.
That's your fault. I said we should do it, and then you tried to make me feel bad and say that I wanted to quit, because then you'd hold that over me. That's the type of person you are. It's the type of person you are.
Doesn't sound like a very nice person.
I know you're not.
What did you guys do for coin ups this week?
They're up. They're up.
I know. I'm not saying you. I'm saying people in the chat. There's Demaryius Thomas, receiving yards, Cam Hayward. I'm going all in on Broncos touchdown. If it was 25K per Martavis, I would, but I would only do it for Denver D. Because I'm a Powerball guy. Hashtag 1.4.
You can only auto reorder. Don't forget that.
Can somebody fly me in Jags plays?
Yeah, you got wide receiver cross, bro.
Is this you auto reordering or what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm just looking at my roster.
Oh, so you can look, but
Yeah, I didn't move anybody.
you can look, but
I didn't look at anybody.
Jeff Cumberland Farms?
You got Ryan Fitzpatrick, kid.
Yeah.
He's good.
Also got Gino.
G-Notes. And Chris Ivory? Chris Ivory Tower?
Oh my God, Jets. If his MUT card's not good, I can't imagine his base item is good.
Do you actually really, seriously, you don't have batteries here?
I don't even know what you're saying.
Do you have batteries? Do you have batteries? Pro tip from I Really Hate Mark. He says go to xboxlive.com. Says servers are still down.
Okay.
Genius. Revis is not good anymore, huh? Classic Pats, just dump in a player when he's, past his prime. Get a Super Bowl out of him. Have him train Malcolm Butler for a year. Have him become the next GOAT.
All right, here we go. ZFarls, SGibs, random death teams. Farls with the Jets, Gibbs with the Hawks. We're going to play this one straight up on TWIM 179. Little Gibbs kick, almost broke it. Back out to the 36.
That's exactly why I buy unlimited batteries.
I'm saying, though, we should come up with technology that doesn't require batteries for paddles.
Should we?
If you want to make mad cheddar, should.
Well,
all right, let's go. Jets lineup, Struggle City. I had the Falcons. I didn't go death, but
first down at the 36.
holding, bring it back. Boop, 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 boop. Dude, Farls, man, it's all right, man. You have
The defense
there's an inside zone in every playbook, man.
not in this one.
You're totally fine, bro. Every playbook has inside zone.
Except the Jaguars.
That's too bad, bro. Boo.
I'm a man of the people. I don't use inside zone. You know?
You're the exact opposite of man of the people.
Geno Smith will take the snap out of the gun. First down at the 30. For the deep ball. Pass is
Did he lurk it? Did he lurk it? Did he throw a pick to an aggressive catch it? Yes, he did.
interception early in the game. You just
Ho,
gotta have faith
ho,
in what you did all
ho.
week in practice. Keep your confidence level up and come out here and get it done.
Okay.
Ba ba da ba. Ba ba da ba 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 ba.
First down at the 19. Lynch looking for a lane.
But someone else has inside zone falls.
Yeah, it must be nice. Must be nice. How do the Jaguars? Is that like against their like company policy to run an inside zone?
You're right. I'm gonna give the
Or what?
offense a little credit here, but
Makes no
somewhere,
sense.
maybe
No
the defense
fouls.
will have to put some weights in their pockets. You gotta hang in there and make the tackle.
Does that not make sense? Or is that like just me? Probably.
Chuck mode already, Farls.
I didn't have inside zone.
They need to get the play off. Here's the handoff to Marshawn Lynch. Fires there to take him down. Lynch is a dangerous
3rd and inches.
when you give him room to run, but there is
3rd and inches.
this time. What a job by the defense.
Thank you, J.O. J.O. roots for, you know, a stand-up guy like himself. A Giants fan. A legend. SGibs searching for a play.
Am I?
Trying to get me to choose a play first. But I won't do such a thing.
3rd
I'm
down.
too smart, too seasoned, too veteran, too alpha.
The Seahawks come out in a jumbo set. Lynch is
Kid! Ball! Let's go!
no one's gonna get him now.
I was so down.
For the touchdown.
Timeout? You called timeout.
No, I didn't.
You just called timeout.
Did I?
You just called timeout.
Me?
Officials stop play.
Why would you?
They wanna take another
That's
look at
not
the
cool,
last
man.
play.
What?
So
That's
we
not
must have
cool.
been see if
I'm not allowed to
the
call
ball
timeouts?
came out before the knee was down.
I'm not allowed to call timeouts.
think when you look at these
Why?
plays, most of the
Are you
time
gonna
it's
punt?
pretty easy
You're gonna
to
go for a
determine.
4th and 3 from your own
You
26.
know, you
That's
can-
cool.
it's just always
But I'm not allowed to call a
something
timeout
when
after I
he
score a
hits the
touchdown.
ground, you can freeze that shot and determine if it's a fumble or down by contact.
Excuse me? Excuse me? Steve?
Don't Steve me.
Steve?
Don't Steve me.
Steve.
The Seahawks will
Don't
go
you
for it
dare
on
Steve
4th
me.
down and
Stevia.
short. The Seahawks lined up bunch formation.
Don't you
Looks
dare
like
Steve me,
request coverage
Farls.
here. The Seahawks snap it up at the 26. Launching it deep. Clutch catch. All the way home and all alone. Touchdown.
Boy, just think about what it takes. It takes a quarterback with a talented arm to make this type of throw, and it takes a talented receiver to make this catch. They do both, and it results.
Guess I should have gone for it on
in a
4th down
touchdown.
too. Now a timeout's controversial? I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see it. I see 7 points on the board. Should have been for me. So all of a sudden 7 points for you, but I'm the bad guy. I'm gonna disagree. I'm gonna go ahead and disagree.
They're setting up the return. Right around the 33-yard line.
It's like a troll playbook.
Why?
What? Because it doesn't have any good plays.
The Jets take it from the 33. And Ivory's going to take the handoff from the eye.
Got to give the defense some credit on 1st down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play.
Gonna need
and
to get some ball
Loss of
playing.
2
Let's go.
on that
Man.
play.
SGibs going to quarters here. Let's see what he's got in store. I'm sure he's cooked up some type of...
Quarters formation here for the defense.
Good user by Gibbs.
Almost made the catch, but the
See, you actually made a good play right there.
collision
Instead
jarred
of
it loose.
Well, with his third long early in the game, as a quarterback, as an offense, just be very careful of this situation and just try not to make a big mistake.
The offense now needs to pick up the first here on third down after that incompletion. Howell's ready to
Okay, yeah. A rookie, Burley, is smart enough with play rec to sniff out screen.
Did he sniff it? Did he sniff it? Did he?
I'm not going to go for a fourth down because I'm class act.
going to try his luck here.
No.
Gains 15. The Seahawks heading back onto the field on offense. They scored on their last drive, Phil, and they did it with a blistering.
We do push the buttons very loud, yes. I would agree.
Quarterback is hot. He is getting protected. Oh, man, what do you do now? I think if you're an offensive coordinator, it doesn't matter what you call. You know your guys are going to make it work.
Currently, I have a 9-2 record against SGibs. I'm going to have to keep fighting. You know, we're at a team disadvantage, but we're going to battle. We're going to do whatever we can do just to try and get a dub. You know, that's how we live. It's tough. Someone's got to do it.
You ain't living right.
Russell Wilson ready for the snap. Trying to beat the play clock. Doug Baldwin with the ball.
Revis. Daryl Revis.
A new set of downs.
How do they not have a couple plays? You get bonus points if you hit the buttons louder. It's a fact. Everyone knows that. Come on. Right.
It's first down, right around 3 minutes remaining in the second. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. And that's a 2-yard gain.
You got to be agile when you make these kind of catches, running these short drag routes across the field. That time we saw the agility of the receiver. Nice catch.
Wilson's 3 for 3
Burn.
with that completion.
Burn. Burn,
Here's the
burn, burn,
football
burn,
mark
burn.
at the 47. Wilson set, empty backfield.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Wilson's unable to connect that time.
Good job that time by the second.
3rd and 7 coming up here. Get short quarters.
Make the play, and it's an incomplete pass.
We do.
by the
It's a
quarterback.
fact. I didn't make that up. That's the true fact. Did I lie?
Farls is good
Following
at
the
mutt.
incompletion.
Mutt. I'm only good at mutt. That's
Wilson's ready for the snap, empty backfield. Wilson's back in shotgun formation.
pick. Let's go.
Wilson.
Back in the game. Second turnover of the game for me that I've earned.
That is,
And
that
uh,
is so
Their
bad.
last drive, which was completely unproductive. A quick
How is that even?
Yeah,
Oh,
it was. I don't know if they can erase this defense. This defense is pretty good. We saw that in the last drive, and they got good players, and they're pretty excited, so this is going to be tough on the offense.
The Jets come to the line in a tight game here in the second quarter. The score's 7-0. The Jets have it at the 34. Brought down by Mebane.
all right, we're gonna go back. Our Dodo 5454, and we'll see if it was a bad read. My receiver couldn't have been more open. There was no one within him 10 yards of him. You'll see it. You'll see it. Couldn't have been more wide open.
At the 34, 66 yards from pay dirt. 2-minute warning looms, and this may be the last play before it hits. Halftime is coming up, but first we reach the 2-minute warning.
What was that?
my hip.
Second down. Playing
Good read,
press
horrible
coverage to the outside. The ball is fumbled.
Ball's out. Ball. Oh my dear diary.
Defensive unit. fumble, but still face third down. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
Scanning the field. With the contact, the ball comes out.
Brandon Marshall, I'm going to take my shots. You know, got to pick up the pressure.
They're trying to protect a small lead. The offense is trying to be aggressive, and they give up nothing. 3 plays, and the offense is on its way out.
SGibs looking at my plays. It's getting in my head. You know, but I just got to make plays. Already forced 2 turnovers. I'm sure I can force 1 more.
He wants to return this one.
He had that 1 lucky 4th down touchdown. Other than that, this game's square. I mean,
The Seahawks
just trying to do what I can do when I can do it.
Things now after last time moving the football only to throw a drive-ending interception.
And this is what this defense lives on. They thrive on it. They let you move the football a little bit.
I'll just look over here, guys.
That mistake, is that mistake going to be an offensive penalty, a drop pass? At that time, it was an interception. So that's what this defense does, and they do it well.
The Seahawks have it at the 39. Makes the catch.
A holding penalty there.
First reception today.
Well, there's under 2 minutes to go. Good job by the offensive ball carrier that time. He knows he can get no more yards. He stepped out of bounds to stop the clock.
They come to the line at the 31-yard line. Wilson set, empty backfield. The Seahawks snap it at the 31.
Oh my goodness.
Coming down with it. The pass play picks up only 2. So now it's 2nd down and 8 following the completion.
Jim, a good decision here by the coaches to go into hurry-up offense right before halftime. You want to get as many plays off as you can before the halftime whistle.
Oh, another pick to the same exact guy. Nope, we drop it.
When you're going against a good quarterback and receiver in the NFL now, one of the ways to stop it is tight man-to-man coverage. You against him.
This is 3rd down. Wilson's all by himself in the backfield for this snap.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Wilson's pass will go for an incompletion.
Pick.
Well, the quarterback
Throw the laundry. Throw the laundry on the field for
but
crying out loud. Really? Grow up.
And the kick is good for 3.
that was a good hold, good kick, 3 points. Good job by the offense.
The Jets are ready to return the kick.
Sorry for partying.
And he'll start his return. Ducks out of bounds.
Break one for me,
About
bro.
15.
Come
The
on.
Jets stalled on their last drive, forced a punt. So now the offense comes back out onto the field.
Yeah, they're coming back out. They lack confidence, and I understand why. They came out, couldn't get anything done. The defense was flying around making the plays. They got to change the tempo of this game. Oh, look at that. The defensive line shifted over to the left.
First down at the 43. Trying to plow ahead. And Ivory's marked down at the 47.
Okay.
Good job by the offense going the hurry-up offense. You do this to get the plays in, but also you want to conserve the timeouts.
Fitzpatrick's going to slide and avoid the hit.
Good job that time by the quarterback sliding. The team, you are valuable to them throwing the football, not running. Slide before you take that hit.
Y'all set? You good?
Me?
Yeah, you good?
At Madden?
No,
Not-
not really.
not today.
No.
The line of scrimmage is
See what
at
he
the
did there.
40. quarters formation here for the defense. It's 2nd down and 3. The Jets now move the chains. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. The quarterback motions the wide receiver. The Jets take it from the 28. Wants to go deep.
Decker, hang on to the ball, buddy. Come on, you're Eric Decker. You're a mid-tier receiver. Hang on to the beans. Hang on to the beans, bro.
Farls is good at Madden in MUT with more players.
Got him at the end.
That leads us to 2nd down. The Seahawks at the line. Dime package. The wide receiver shifting around in motion.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Got drilled as he throws it.
Yeah, you felt good about something there?
Did you feel good about something there?
Me? Felt real good, yeah.
Give a little ground and make sure you're able to come up and make the tackle short of the 1st down mark.
Third and 10. To Marshall. Folk will line up now for the field goal attempt.
Really?
What?
See, you had to resort to my tactics.
What?
You didn't like my tactics when I used them first. But
What?
you knew that they were badass tactics. So you didn't.
No, just trying to hit you real quick.
That's cool. That's totally fine.
The NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks are set to return the kickoff.
You gotta resort to my tactics.
No, that's how I do it. You don't.
Oh.
You hit it the first way. I hit it the second way.
You have to resort to the Gibbs kick. You're a chump.
I do it a different. That's the ZFarls kick. Do you not flick yours up right away?
Oh, that's so
I let mine go
funny.
all the way up, all the way down.
Oh my god.
It's a different system. Totally different mentality.
Different system, different mentality, this guy. Huh? This friggin' guy, huh? Guys, this friggin' guy.
Now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. The Seahawks have it at the 39. And it's caught like first.
What? 3 yards is a good pickup, bro. Dude, yeah. 3 yards is like legit, bro. I love it. I'll take 3 yards every time. You give me 3 yards every time, I'll take it.
The quarterback will take care of that.
That's what you say.
Is that what I say?
You do kind of say that, no offense.
That's not what I say.
Does he not say that, chat?
Down and 7. Wilson set. Everybody emptied out for this snap. Wilson's got it in the gun. 2 hands on the football and has the catch.
No stick. He has 0 stick.
They've been terrific all day long.
Steps out
They're
of
winning the
bounds.
football game, and they are tiring this defense out.
First down coming up. Here's the first snap after the big play. Wilson with the give. And picks up maybe.
He does say that.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
And it'll be 2nd down and 6 after the running play on first down.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
The Seahawks take it from the 23. Jimmy Graham has the catch. That's reception number 2 for him.
The Seahawks, they never back off. That first down, they got a small lead here in the second half. What are they looking to do? They're looking to march this football down the field and score.
Burr, 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 burr. Burr, burr. Dun, dun, dun,
Defense
dun,
got to be
dun,
more
dun,
aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
Lynch is going to take the handoff now. Davis, the one who brings him to the ground. Wasting little time. First and goal. Lynch. Flyers all over the ball carrier.
Oh, my gosh, it is the worst thing you can do on the offensive side. This drives coaches crazy. When you get down near the goal line, you run the football and you lose yards. That's just not being tough enough.
Doot, 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 doot,
The
doot,
Jets
doot.
go with the dime formation here on defense.
Dude.
Second and goal from the 4. Cross play here. Runs it across. Touchdown. And a comeback now is going to have to be a monumental one. That touchdown.
And then we go touchdown over there. And then we dab on them. And then we dab on them.
Safe in this league, so you've got to be alert. Be alert for trick plays and things that you haven't seen yet.
The Seahawks now lined up for the extra point. Driving extra point is good. Steven Hauschka ready for the kickoff.
I love reading the chat. Love reading the chat. It's so good.
Ew, that's a flag. That's 15 at least.
What is?
25 yards.
Burrow's got a chance for a return.
You just
What?
your guy was in my kicker.
The 32-yard
Your kicker?
Your guy was offsides.
You're going to go on to replay in the middle of the game.
You said you didn't see it, so I wanted to show you what happened.
You can't do this.
This is the reason I was upset, because your guy, I believe, was offsides. That's all I'm saying. That's the only...
Oh, no, the whole game's good. The whole game doesn't count, right?
I mean, but
Farls?
you the whole game. You had it. You fumbled. You got a touchdown off
Why-
my board. Then
why
you went
is
for an
it-
on 4th and 3. Not very fair play from your own 20.
What?
That's fine. That's fine. That's how you wanted to. I just didn't know we were playing that way. I didn't know we were playing clown rules this whole time. Otherwise, I would have, resorted to some other tactics. But I'm just an honest guy trying to make a living.
Looks like they're in press coverage here. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
Now he's going to change the play. Look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Good read.
Well, the quarterback can't get him open. He threw to the right guy that time, but the
read.
coverage was so good by the defense, nowhere to get the completion.
Second and 10 coming up. Smith is in the shotgun. Airing it out. Snags it right out of the air with one hand. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown.
Sorry, I'm not
Still
sorry.
more than a quarter left in the game, and with that touchdown, they're well within striking distance.
Oh, they're right there now. Now you can sit back and change what you were trying to do. You don't have
I'm just saying, in some countries they have laws, like rules. Can't go over it. I don't play that way personally. I didn't know if you did, but obviously you don't.
Take some chances.
Dot.
Like, you're so bad, it's not even funny. It's
The
just
Seahawks are in shape now to return the kick.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thomas got it. And he's tackled right at the 30-yard line after that return. The Seahawks have done a whale of a job taking their halftime lead and adding a whole lot more to it here in the third quarter.
And they're just doing everything we saw them do in the first half. Just dominating the pace of play and just being more physical than the defense.
One more snap and another quarter is in the books. The Jets come out in a dime package. The Seahawks will take the snap from the 30.
What? You're lucky.
I'm lucky.
You're lucky.
I'm lucky.
Yeah, you're lucky.
I'm lucky you
What?
can make
What?
a left stick cut like that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I said.
It's first down now, right around 3 minutes remaining in the game. The defense needs a big stop here in order to give the offense a chance as we're running low on time in this one. Here is the first snap of the final quarter.
See what happens when you don't.
They get to him at the 45.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt. When you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
That's second down coming up.
You really chewing? You would.
We're late in the fourth, and the offense is just trying to sit on the lead. And the quarterback doesn't get the snap in time. That's going to be a delay of game right here.
Hey, easy call.
2 more of those and you get booted.
Put the pressure on the
Griefing.
other team to make the plays on the offensive side to beat you. So right here, you call something very conservative.
With the penalty, it's now second down and 11. Press coverage all the way. Wilson standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Down on the field, he caught it. A foot race to the end zone, taking it all the way home for the touchdown. Touchdown, just a little more insurance to what already was a sizable lead, Phil.
Yeah, what a job. You know, look, they had a lot of insurance already in the bank, man. They have controlled the tempo of this game from start to right here in this period early in the fourth. And now if the defense just has anything, if they stop the opponents on this drive, this game is over.
The Jets are ready to return the kick.
Good read by Gibbs there. I knew I couldn't get my defender over in time.
He'll have a chance to take off. And he's going to be tackled right around the 31-yard line. The Jets on a quest for their third straight scoring drive here, Phil. They've been having their way with that defense on these last few possessions.
Well, let me say this, Jim, it's not that easy to score points in the NFL, not the way they're making it look, and they're confident, they look like they're fast, they're fresh, they're rested. It's been fun to watch.
This will probably be the last play before the 2-minute warning here in the final quarter. That's Wagner making the stop. 2 minutes to go before this one.
Grimson knows the deal. You're telling me he didn't look at my monitor when I was picking my play? Extremely unlikely.
Late in the fourth quarter.
Extremely unlikely. That's okay though. I know we're not always going to have our comfort books, and I'm just trying to adapt,
The Jets will take the snap from the 40. He'll throw it over the middle.
Nope, Gibbs terrible apparently.
Decker's tackled down at the 38. First down. Pressure on every snap now.
If you think you can get a play off quickly and not use a timeout, you go with a hurry-up offense. That time, a good job by the coach and the quarterback.
That pass is just thrown away. Every play is huge now. Second down on the way. Quarters formation here for the defense. The Jets take it from the 38.
Dot.
Tries to get the feet
All day.
down, but this
Didn't
will
get
be
it to you.
ruled
You know why?
incomplete.
You're 3 for 13.
Yeah. You know why?
Because you're not good?
Because I'm the Jets Jags. Thank you, game.
What?
How about a booth review goes in my favor for once? Thank you. Thank you. See? Simple. Once the game.
First off, you want to make sure it's a clean catch on the sideline.
Now you call a timeout?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Oh.
You know what? I don't like that.
You don't like that, Falls. Don't like that. Is that what you say, Falls?
Must maintain possession of the football as you go to the ground.
Marshall's brought down after picking up 11 on this play. Now on first down, every snap crucial the rest of the way.
Managing that clock, such a big deal in the NFL. That's why they're hurrying up. Don't use that timeout. Keep those timeouts because that is going to maybe give you a chance to win the game.
Holding on to the timeout. They'll rush back to the line. Underneath, but behind the mark that time as the pass goes incomplete.
Jim, I just want to say this to the quarterback. It's third and goal. If the play's not there, throw it away. Do not force the action.
A critical moment in this game as it's third down. Third and goal from the 9. Almost intercepted.
Drop picks happen. You know?
It's a nice play that time by the defense. The offense is inside your red zone. You got to stop them from scoring. That was a good job of swatting the football away.
Back at the line. They're going for it on fourth. Fitzpatrick's going to take it from the gun. The Jets.
Oh my God!
Missed throws happen, bro.
Seahawks offense
Way of life. Missed throws happen.
coming back.
Ways of life.
Did you quit? Are you quitting?
You good?
I'm good. It's not me. This is you.
Are you kidding me? You have to be kidding me.
Gibbs froze the game.
I didn't freeze anything.
You froze the game.
I didn't freeze anything.
Gibbs froze the
No,
game.
I didn't. I can't do anything either.
He froze the game.
No, I didn't.
I won.
You didn't win.
Last 2 times they've had it, they found the end zone.
Their rhythm, they're making it look easy, Jim. It's like watching you dance. You have such great rhythm. It looks like you're not even working at it. So that's how it looks for this offense here today.
Wilson's alone in the backfield.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Down the field.
Fifth pick of the game. See if they'll take this one away from me.
Oh, that was your 5th pick of the game?
I'm sure they'll probably try and take this one away from me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
holding penalty. Oh, holding penalty.
But instead of attempting a field goal, they went for it on 4th down and were unable to
what happens.
convert. Let's see what they do with this possession.
Yeah, look, this isn't high school or college football where you get many possessions. In the pros, you don't get that many. When you get a chance to get points, you got to take advantage of it and take those points.
Here's the long throw by Fitzpatrick.
Ryan Fitzpatrick's injured. He just overthrew 17 receivers.
Should got a better quarterback next time. You have one of the best gun trips tight end formations in the game, and you can't move the ball.
I don't like to call the conventional formations that everybody uses.
That's the funniest thing I've ever heard you say. Oh, man, you're really...
Glad I could make you laugh, Gibbs.
Launches it down the field. Jets are in the
Glad I could make you laugh, because you're barely beating me.
touchdown of the game.
Yeah, I'm barely beating you.
You know, it's your opinion.
Well, Jim, it's never too late in the NFL. I mean, listen, I remember one time we had a
You're
lead.
good, man. You're really good.
You try to freeze the game. You were that nervous.
No, I'm just saying you're really good. You're really good. You have a very good offense. You're methodical. You got great reads. Just a well-rounded player. So.
Let's go now to Danielle Bellini, who has the injury update.
Guys, I just spoke with a Jets official. Ryan Fitzpatrick's injury appears to be related to upper body.
You're literally the biggest loser I've ever met in my life.
Injury is at this time.
Keep tapping those buttons, man. Keep tapping those buttons, Farls.
Seahawks offense comes out for what just a kneel down or two to make this one official. And Phil, what a sweet moment it is for that bunch of players right there.
Oh, yeah, a lot of smiles on the offensive side as you walk out on the field, and it's just, you think about it this way. A tough week of work, all the preparation and the practice, and you came...
We got Nikes on my feet. Nikes on my feet's here. What's up, Nikes on my feet?
The Seahawks have been in a fight today. The score's 24-17. First down at the 28. Trying to find an open to the right. Fires in on the tackle.
Oh, no, of course, no fumble on the hit
Against
stick.
a rookie with low carry, I got an all-time vet on the edge. No big deal.
They went with the ground
I'm used to it
game
by
on
now,
first down,
Gibbs.
bringing
You know
up
me.
second. The Jets will come out in the dime. Second down and 5.
Yeah.
Offense comes out here, Phil.
That was a tremendous user.
Was it?
That can give them a chance
play.
here.
I don't know. Was it?
Good play, dude. Yeah, good play.
Always the tough thing to do in a situation like this for the offense is don't try to make...
That was a tremendous user.
Let it happen.
Was
Take
it?
a short gain if that's what the defense is giving you.
Was it?
especially
Was
on
it?
first down.
Was it?
Get this drive started by doing the right
You
thing.
sound like Dwight Schrute. That's what people are saying in the chat.
Don't care. That was a tremendous user. I don't care what planet you're on.
Pressure on
I don't care what. Honestly, I don't care what planet you're from. Mars, Earth, whatever. That was a great user.
first down at the 43.
Pass it.
That was
That was dunk. That was my bad. I made a mistake right there. I'm not gonna deny that.
Running room.
Wow, nobody's gonna run back and tackle this cat. That's unfortunate. Oh, I made a mistake on that throw. My bad.
And he's in for the touchdown.
Had to.
Play. What a run.
Well, that touchdown just put the icing on the cake, champ.
I was a good user. I made a mistake.
Because now the lead's too big, not enough time for the other team
Poor
to come back. Great job by the offense.
I put that on me, on the team. I don't put that on my
Did he
77
lurk?
overall.
Did he lurk?
Jets.
Did he put his Gibbs down?
You
flip
didn't
and
lurk it.
reverse
You did not lurk
Did he lurk it? Did he lurk it? Doo 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 boop 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 boop. Shiver the boop 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 boop.
Toss to the outside. Hey, interesting decision. I think we're going to see more two-point
Blair Walshed it
conversions in the
hard.
league this year than ever before because kicking an extra point from the 15-yard line, it's not a gimme.
You almost won, man. You lost by 16.
I like that. It's 15. I like that. You see, you had to do the late game touchdown thing. You didn't just go down and prove that you weren't.
And you just
Oh, yeah?
the next couple
I mean, I had 4 takeaways. You turned the ball over 4 times.
Shoot! Oh, sorry. I had to sneeze. My bad. Let's say sneeze real quick. Sorry. Sorry. Oh my god, I had a streak wide open. Good play. Good play. That was a good play. I didn't think you were using it underneath route. I thought you were just like sitting there. And like you got an animal. That was a good play.
That's what I do.
It's a good play. Go back to the first play of the game.
I just want you did not learn.
No. Go back to this play real quick. This terrible read by SGibs. No.
4th and 3.
No, first quarter. Where I threw the pick. Where was it?
It's hard to sort through your 4 turnovers. I don't know, but we'll have to see if we can find it.
You're telling me this guy is not wide open?
No, there's a guy right there.
Oh, who?
That guy, the guy breaking on the ball, buster screen. The guy who picks it.
There's no one on him. Look how bad of a throw that is.
You're not throwing it to the receiver. You're throwing it to the guy.
I threw to the receiver. There's no lead pass on that. He just sailed it.
You're moving your feet. I don't know. Russell Wilson, this is play now. You don't have your elite mud team. What do you want me to tell you? How do you want to make
Elite
you
Mud team.
feel
I
better?
just crushed you by 15 points.
Crushed. 15.
Yeah. You remember this play? It's on the heater and you didn't even throw the ball. Remember that play? I got lucky.
I don't recall.
Got lucky.
I didn't know we were using those types of pressures. That's cool. The Brain Trust scheme coming out tonight is from MStack. It is from the
Kansas City Chiefs.
Kansas City Chiefs gun bunch. We saw him use this in the tournament. There's, I think, 3 different plays with different write-ups, different setups, different reads that you should make on the plays. You should add this to what you already have from that book. We talked a little bit more about it tonight. So if you're subscribed, look out for this after the show. Good game. That was a fun game. We don't, Gibbs and I don't get to play that much anymore. We usually play Mutt. So it was fun to battle. It's a lot different with play now. I think that's a big factor in the tournament. You know, depending on what you're used to, you go back and then I think a big difference with lower rated players is like the open field tackling. I think he had like the locket where he cut it up the middle, and then he had like, after he caught a drag a couple times, I was like, I'm not tackling him. And I felt like pretty scared when that was happening. So,
and I think you got way more aggressive catching in these type of games. Like the same thing you get in Draft Champions. Like you get, because you can't get the corners that you need to stop. Like Brandon Marshall becomes a problem. Like when you move him around the field.
I moved him on the left to get away from Sherman.
So that's, and even Sherman can't really defend him. And his man coverage isn't that great.
And he was matched up against Earl, and he caught it.
He was double covered, and he caught it.
Allegedly. So, would you rather have Tyrone Matthew, the Honey Badger, or Earl Thomas, free safety?
In Mutt?
Yeah.
Earl Thomas, the new one? Definitely.
Do you have any budget selections for Ultimate Team that you've been noticing, you've seen around, any guys that you have been into?
I'm still big on the Bud Dupree for a straight user. He's going to cost you literally like 1,000 coins, maybe 800 coins at this point. So I would go Bud Dupree as a great user player. Quarterback, I'm still going to go with the 88 Team of the Week Mariota, one of the best budget guys there. Halfbacks, I've been big on that Lamar Miller, even though he's got the Tavon Austin freeze. He's got 82 carries, so watch out for that. But he's got that like game-breaking speed. Like he's an upgraded Drew Archer. So that's what I like about him.
Yes. Another thing that you're going to have in the Brain Trust tonight is user pick for days. Sent me a write-up of the Browns plays. I'm going to email that out tonight too. I think it's some really good stuff in there. It's not really the traditional formations you've been seeing. So if you've been seeing us run stuff, it's not really that. But it is different formations that are going to add more to that overall book. If you want to run the Browns, you should be watching the streams. You should be following the channel and like picking up on what we do. And then you should add what user pick has put in to the Brain Trust. I'm also going to open up a thread in the Brain Trust forum. Remember, we talked about talking with good players and getting better.
Yes.
Ask him questions. Hey, is the second read this? You sure? Do you motion anybody? Blah, blah. All the things you need to talk to user about. We'll start a thread in there, and you guys can chat. So that's just another extra bonus for Brain Trust guys this week. Shout out to UserPick for sharing his plays and reads. They look really good in the chat. So we'll be working on that.
We got a stream raid JO, boys. Real quick, JO is live over on twitch.tv/EA Sports.
Let's do it. Let's send some love JO's way.
Stream raid JO right here. Here's the link. Put that in the chat. Guys, before we go, too, you see the stream raid in there. We would really appreciate it if you could go over to a link we're going to put. It's the Muttcast link on iTunes. We asked last night on the stream if we've ever helped you, your Madden game in the past, if we've ever given you a tip, you've ever improved off of what we've done for these TWIMs. This is 179th TWIM. We've been doing this now. It's our 7th year. We're asking now one time, please give us a review if you've enjoyed the Muttcast. Click on that link, go over to iTunes, search for it on your phone. Give us however many stars you feel is appropriate and give us a review. That's all we're asking for. It's going to help us tremendously in terms of our ranking when we get on iTunes. Literally, that's me asking you guys that. That's ZFarls asking you that. He's probably going to say I'm not asking you that. But,
I did not ask you. You did not hear me say that.
You know, this is us asking you now a favor after all these years of helping out in the community. If you go out and do that, it'd be a big support, not only just for the Muttcast itself.
If
but
we do, if 3
together.
people do it, I'll open those ultimate packs real quick.
3 people do it.
If 3 people do
Who's
it,
going to do it?
I'll open those ultimate packs.
In the chat.
We need Scuds, we need Tree Blaster, and we need one other guy.
We need people to say they'll do it and go do it, and then we'll open up the packs for you guys. It's a bonus TWIM.
We'll do a little bonus. Periscoping Toma. So in the mornings on the way to EA, we drive I pick up Gibbs, and then we do a Periscope chat on the ride. So it's just like 5 to 7 minutes each day, around 8 to 10. Each day we're in the car. If we were in the car.
Usually around usually sometimes like 8:30.
Usually 8:30.
Yeah.
It should be 8:20 to 8:30. But we try and talk about those. Pun the Don's going to do it, and poor Chris.
We need it, boys. Appreciate it. It's super helpful for us because it helps us rank higher so more people can see it. And that is super helpful. And by helping us with the Muttcast, it's only going to help us improve and make more content, more shows, similar to This Week in Madden, similar to the Muttcast. So that's really why we're asking for it. So appreciate it, dudes.
All right, we get 6 Ultimate Packs. I'm going to kick it off with, little 75 quick sell NBD. Shout out to Madden Daily, saw them on there. Excited to hang with Lights in, hopefully maybe be able to get Lights out on next Wednesday.
Yeah.
TWIM.
Lights out. We're going to be doing a show next week.
Depending on when you fly in.
I'm not sure your schedule is, but DM us or DM me or DM Farls, whatever, after on Twitter. I'd like to link up and get your contact information so we can set something up next week and do a show with you.
All right, here we go.
Packs. Everybody. Packs.
I'll take a little
Got a elite badge there.
gold in there. All right, guys. Extra bonus TWIM right now because you guys are hooking us up with some iTunes reviews for the Muttcast. We are going to go with Ultimate Packs. I've been saving these. I was kind of hoping for a team of the week I was into or something. Some of the Friday Football Outsiders have been good, so I was kind of saving them. But we'll rip them on TWIM tonight, and we'll see what we come up with. We'll kick it off with the first of our 6 Ultimate Packs. Peters, Cook, Nate Allen. Okay, Devontae Adams, Team of the Week Elite. We talked about him. I still think Alshon Jeffrey is going to be a slightly better spec catch talent, but this guy, 92 speed, 95 spec, 93 catching traffic is pretty respectable. The route running is going to be a little lower, but if you're a budget player, this guy, put him in. You got your Amari Cooper at the 1. You put the Adams at the 2. Maybe you get the Alshon at the 2. Maybe you put the Alshon at the 2 so he can run block, and then you put Adams at the 3. That's going to be pretty nice for your offense.
Yeah, it is.
We've got
That's
Vincent Jackson base.
Not bad. I mean, this is for
Okay, 87 base red paint, Brandon Marsh.
Oh, that's
Okay, Levante David.
Package hot.
Excellent zone coverage item right here. 95 play rec with really high zone. If you need a budget zone coverage linebacker, Levante David's your guy. Brandon Marshall, also a good run blocker and a good downfield one-on-one catcher too. All right, let's keep going. Shout out to Drifter Bub in the chat.
Drifter Bub is in here.
Devontae Parker. This is a Gold Football Outsiders. 93 speed. I don't got a spot for him, but not too bad. Road to the playoffs, Jack Mewhort. Actually,
Strong.
Pretty good run blocker.
Yeah.
If you guys need some run block and are running that double P scheme we talked about earlier, left guard Mewhort could be your guy. One of the better ones. Mike Wallace, CJ Spilla, DeBrickshaw.
A lot of items here.
A lot of golds. Lot of golds and reds. Here, Ultimate Packs. This week in Madden, another Brandon Marshall.
Another B Marshall, you could just play 2 B Marshalls.
What are the odds? Max Garcia, left guard. Let's investigate him. Football Outsiders.
Not that good.
Not that good.
Don't avoid him.
We're going to put him on the block.
Cromartie, no good. Irvin, no good.
Kendricks, 83. If you guys, most of you guys should already have him in your lineup. Daryl Smith, another Devontae Parker.
I got a lot of Daryl Smiths on my team.
And Merciless. The newest Merciless is pretty nice.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't checked them out.
86 Merciless, is it?
86 Merciless.
Give me something good.
Give me a little something special.
Give me something to go absolutely ham bananas over.
Oh, where's it gonna be? Bradley Roby. That's the piece of the puzzle you want.
Hustle Bustle?
Wilson.
Oh!
Desmond Trufant. Still pretty good for. I think he's like 15K or so.
Still very good.
I mean, his blend of man and zone with the speed, and he has the high agility. Like, this is, guys, still pretty good.
Still a very good item. Like, that guy plays on a lot of teams.
Yeah,
still.
this Roby, when you combine him, he's going to jump up to, I think, 96 speed with, like, 94 man. He's really, really good. If you want a man cover corner to pair with your road to the playoffs Darby with some other players. The Schefter, Roby is the guy. I've been telling people to make him all week. You make him, you make a Zadarius, you're going to be in good shape. Red Paint, Batonio. Got Max Garcia, Football Outsiders. Let's go. Daniel. Sharif Floyd. Sharif Floyd, good rusher from that spot. Let's see. Brandon Flowers at corner. Decent zone to start the year. Okay, Mike Neal, pass rusher, red paint.
That's a good item.
94 strength, 95 power move.
Yeah.
I know it by heart. 93 excel, and 86 power, 88 block shed. So he can play the edge. And who else would you compare him to, and who would you use him with?
His strength, his block shed isn't really great, but what he does do is he's actually comparable to this DeMarcus Ware.
Yeah.
Because of his high strength. And the block shed is very similar, but they both have good power moves. That DeMarcus Ware in the beginning of the year was like one of the best for that scenario.
Very good. I like that. Neal. Tavon Austin. Sheldon Richardson, red paint. Base right there. Nice. 86. Also got an elite player. We get a road to the playoff Hankins from our elite player
That's a
pack.
stud.
97 block shed, 96 strength, 93 power move.
That's pretty good.
I mean, you compare him to Gerald McCoy. He's stronger with more block shed, just doesn't have the power move. So he's a better run stuffer than this McCoy. He's a better run stuffer than this Glover by a lot. Not as good of a pass rusher. Gilbert. I mean, he's as good as the Gilbert Brown. Basically, Gilbert has a little more excel, which I like. It's kind of his 92 hitting stat. But still, that Hankins for the cost. That's what's up.
TWU.
Boom, Antoine Bethea. And lastly, in our last elite player pack here, Tyrone Smith.
All right.
Left tackle. So some red paint in there. We got a Mike Neal. We got the Hankins. Got some guys to stack in our lineups. Those are the ultimate packs. Thank you guys for doing the Muckcast for us. And shout out to Butterboy Mania for following us on YouTube. Appreciate that. What else?
If you haven't already gone over to JO, here's the link.
Head over to JO. We'll host his stream. And for the YouTube guys, make sure to try and do your best to watch live on twitch.tv/MaddenTips at 8. Just relax, kids stopping by. Competed in the Madden Challenge. He's into the halfback Cam Newton. Guru says the halfback Cam Newton's good. I have, on paper, decided not to give him a shot. But if I hear that a couple more times, then maybe you got to try and find a spot for him.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. 88 speed doesn't really do it for me, so.
Yeah, but it's fun.
It's fun. Yeah, if you're going to have a troll game, so. All right, dudes.
You never know. All right, until next time, boys. Brain Trust guys, keep an eye out for your MStack emails. We're going to host JO and head over there. See you guys in Burbank from there.